Singleton. He brings it in. He'll take it the distance. Crosses the 20. He'll walk into the end zone. Eagles strike first. They're on top 6-0.
Welcome to Friday Night Under the Lights. Tonight's game is sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and A.J. Dolman Chevrolet Cadillac at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Pierre Parts Store, proudly serving the Assumption Parish community since 1911 and excited to announce our new location, the Thibodaux Store in Thibodaux. Come see us for your holiday shopping needs. Lapco Manufacturing. Feel safe, work smart, look good with Lapco FR. www.lapco.com. Twisted Sisters and Gents, 1051 Marguerite Street in Morgan City. Boutique style without boutique prices. Have the confidence to be your true self. Twisted Sisters and Gents. Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, providing hardware, lumber, building materials, and much more to all of Assumption Parish and surrounding areas. Go Mustangs. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all of our local teams good luck. Cassie Boudreau Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs. Pop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Open late night, delivery through DoorDash. Semino Home Movers. Need your home relocated, elevated, or leveled, or a sewer system installed? Contact us for a quote. 985-252-9769. Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital is proud to sponsor the Mustangs. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Hello, and we welcome you to Mustang Stadium here on the campus of Assumption High School as head coach Chris Edwards takes his 22nd seeded Northwest Raiders into town to take on the number 3 Assumption with head coach Wilfred Broussard here in his second year. I'm Booger Zapp, and as always, my sidekick and former Nichols State standout, Clarence Robinson. Clarence, a beautiful Thanksgiving weekend, and we look for top-notch football between these two clubs.
Don't get no better than this after, Thanksgiving holidays. Not too many teams are practicing this past week, but, Boo, I tell you what, look for an exciting game tonight.
We'll take a look at the bracket, see how both these teams got here.
Tell you what, that right is Assumption Mustangs, the number 3 seed. Northwest, the 22 seed. Talked to Coach Chris Edwards, and he stated that 22 seed doesn't demonstrate who they are, but exactly they're taking what they got, take the 22 seed, come to Napoleonville tonight, make some things happen.
The Mustangs take a 7-game win streak into this game. They started their playoff bracket with a bye, and then they beat Breaux Bridge last week, 43-21 here on this very field. No slouch across the field. The Raiders, they're coming in on a 5-game winning streak. They beat Franklin Parish 42-20. Washman 24-14. The folks around the state saying that's 2 upsets. Coach Edwards says
we're supposed to be here. And one thing about it is, Boo, 1 and you're done. And typically that's what he stated. This season right now is 2-0. Got to win the next game, and tonight it's going to be the test against Assumption Mustangs.
As always, our third man in the broadcast, Aaron Auto, goes down on the sideline. Aaron feeling great condition, and both these teams look like they size up for what should be a great football game tonight.
Actually, we're looking for a great football game, and it's a great night to play football. It might be a little chilly if you're sitting up in the stands, but down on the field, this is perfect weather for football players. For the players, those guys running up down the field, they're not going to feel the cold. They're going to feel quite comfortable. The field is in great shape. It's a little damp from the dew. There's a little bit of a heavy dew. They were slipping a little bit, warming up, but the field itself is great shape. The grass is cut short. We got a fast track. We ought to have an outstanding football game tonight.
When you size up the two teams, Clarence, and you look at that strength of schedule, some folks are starting to talk about that. Assumption played one of the tougher schedules in the state. And Principal Dr. Where the Raiders are coming in, 7 of their opponents had losing records.
Without a doubt, and that did kind of shake some things out, but overall, The most important thing was they got through the district, and made some things happen. But on the other side, like you said, with Assumption, outstanding district competition, actually won the district championship right here in town. But hopefully tonight, all that's all out.
The Raiders bring in 8 returning starters, 4 on each side. They're more run dominant, where Assumption is going to be more balanced.
More balanced within itself. Coach Broussard said they want to actually establish a run, but they, so Jacobs, when they see after that.
Right rifle, first lieutenant.
As the color guard heads to midfield, we'll step aside
Correct.
for the opening prayer in the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and kindly remove your hats for the invocation being said tonight by Cameron Terrio, member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and remain standing in order to honor America by the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Mr. Jordan LeBlanc and the field leadership of Ali Hebert.
Please bow your heads. Please bless today's game, our opponent, our team, and all watching our play. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and bring out the best in each other. May we play hard and fair. Please keep everyone safe from injury and harm. We pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Assumption High School would like to recognize and thank the officials officiating tonight's game from the Monroe Football Officials Association and referee Chris Duco, umpire James DeTee, head linesman Mason Hussman, line judge Charlie Davis.
Both teams coming off a year where they knew this year could be special. A win tonight will put these teams, one of them at least, in an exclusive club of the best, with their chance to earn a trip to the state title.
Tell you what, Boo, this is what it's all about. Speaking about these young men, Coach Broussard was just talking about these guys. They bought in for the rest at the beginning of the season, and typically this is why they're here tonight. So see how things going to shake out. Just ready to tee some things up.
Mustangs will be in all black headgear, jerseys, and pants. And the Raiders of Northwest look just like their namesake, the Raiders.
They look like the Raiders, dressed same headgear, white jerseys, gray pants, black stripe on the side.
Good crowd has turned out for this one. They expect to see one whale of a ball game.
You just said, took the words right out of my mouth. Seen a lot of late crowd coming in right now, but I tell you what, it should be an outstanding game tonight, and also for our viewers as well, Boo.
Cameron Ott will kick it away for the Mustangs. Raiders returned one for a touchdown just last week, so they have some dangerous returners in the backfield. And this game is underway. Near side fielded at the 18-yard line. Malvo takes it down the sideline. Let's see where they'll mark him down. all the way to the 45, and that's a pretty good starting spot for the Raiders offense.
No doubt about it. Good field position for them. See exactly how Northwest come out, but starting lineup is Shavers, Reese, Gilbo, Laverne, Davis, Brown, Landry, Celestine, Petrie, Rubin, and also Harrison. So look for number 3, Shavers, and also number 34, Reese, to be their workhorse for the Raiders tonight. It's Harrison, Thibodeau, Garner, Robichaud, and Ward. Willoughby on the corner, Labradine, Jackson, and Diaz.
2nd and 6.
Single receiver near side, 2nd down and 6. They'll go right back to Reese, this time running room right in the middle. He's free. Reese is down the sideline, across the 20, the 15. One man to get him, 10, get him, touchdown Raiders.
That's the Raiders, and that's how they do it. Tell you what, nothing fancy about it. That's what they say they want to establish the run. And there you is, number 34, Javion Reese, coming right off tackle move. It's a direct handoff to him. Once he got past the line of scrimmage, it was a foot race right there.
Scamp was 55 yards.
65-yard touchdown right there.
Touchdown.
Brody Robichaud, number 1, an inside linebacker, got trapped in the inside. Touchdown Raiders.
Fontenot in for the PAT. Tough snap, he gets it on the tee. Fontenot able to get a foot into it. The PAT is good. The Raiders take the opening kickoff. We take it 2 plays, 65 yards. They lead the Mustangs 7-0. We'll take a timeout. This is the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
One way for a visiting team to quiet down the crowd, and that's to go for a quick score on your opening possession.
To quiet it down really quick, Boo.
Squib kick near side, good. Candy Hop fielded and down at the 34-yard line. That's where we'll get our first look at the Assumption Mustang offense.
Here last week, we seen that second half explosion for the Assumption Mustangs. See if they can reestablish themselves. Pretty much everybody's healthy coming back into this game. But here it is, the starting lineup: Turner, Jacobs, Gross, Beamer, Willoughby, Ott, Thibodeau, Williams, Bourne, Bender, and Flores.
Reese Turner, a playmaker. He stands at the quarterback spot. As he goes, the Mustangs go. Low snap. Hand off to Jacobs. And Jacobs running through tacklers, and that's the type of football team we're going to have today. It's going to be a slobber knocker.
You know, we do have 234s right there. You see Jacobs get through the line of scrimmage, and after that, he's just a physical runner. Pick up a first down for the Mustangs.
A lot of times we see Jacobs just start pounding it in there in the first and second quarter, and then come the second half, nobody wants to get in his way.
And you know, typically when you set him up like that, it opens up the door for Turner as well. So see if Lightning and Thunder can work here tonight as well for him.
First down and 10. They'll go right back to Jacobs. 4 Raiders wrapping him up and bringing him down. Forward progress will give him 3.
See, the difference is that we're going to see if the initial line, the offensive line and defensive line for both of these teams, who's going to eventually get worn out in this particular game tonight. Here we go. Defense for Northwest: Ardon, Shavers, Owens, Thibodeau, Sierra, Williams, Senegal, Brown, Offord, Sam, and Baptiste at the safety spot.
Yeah, the 2 big defensive ends, Ardon and Thibodeau, they both average near 5 tackles a game. Second down, first pass attempt of the night. Tipped and incomplete. Looking for Beamer. Stayed up in the air a long time.
Tell you what, number 9 for Northwest. Really tall, lanky guy at that defensive end spot. As Thibodeau got his hands up, boo. See if that's going to make a difference right there. Those defensive ends, both of them really lengthy guys. Also number 17, that is Senegal.
Key third down early in this one, 9:52, just underway here for Mustang Stadium. Quarterback draw. Turner keeps it himself, running through traffic. And a good extra effort. Looks like he'll have enough for the first down.
Once again, you see the Raiders trying to make those defensive line adjustments for matching up, but once again, first down for the Mustangs. Got the key guys, boo. You see Turner and also Mr. Jacobs.
Question 10 from the Raiders' 44-yard line.
That'll reset the downs. First down and 10. Right back to Jacobs. Good jump cut at the line of scrimmage. He's able to squirt for 6.
And one thing you see it is when Jacob is running through the line of scrimmage, you see the defenders like reaching toward him. That's not a good sign right there, boo.
No, we talked about it. One of their lead tacklers, Baptiste, the strong safety. If he's making a lot of tackles, that's not good news for the Raiders.
And that's what I'm saying is so key. If you see that safety have to come up and make tackles like that tonight, see, eventually could pop that game open for a tight end screenplay or something.
Second down and 4 for the Mustangs. Turner keep it himself, trying to find room. He does. Nothing pretty, but good positive yards. Set up a third down and short.
Once again, you're keeping that defense on the line in this game. Kind of wore these guys out. Northwest brought got a bunch of kids with them, but you know, typically you're going to stay with your starters, but should be close to that first down marker. Bring up a third down and 1.
This part of the field, you got 2 downs to get 1 yard. Stay away from the penalty. Got the big fella in the backfield and Jacobs. Good hard count. That'll force the Raiders across the line. Doesn't get any easier than that.
Fancy just a clap at the beginning.
Offside against the Raiders.
Thibodeau, number 9, offside here on the near side.
Not sure what the Raiders are historically. I know last week 6 penalties for 80 yards against Wassman.
The Raiders' 30-yard line.
Special teams and penalties always seem to be something when you get into the play.
And the deeper you get into this thing, is everything is so critical. Every possession is very critical right now. So
a lot of calls made during the regular season aren't the same calls that are made in the postseason. Jakes will take it. First up the middle, runs through tacklers. He'll have it down to the 20. And looks like another first down for the Mustangs, and they're on the move.
I tell you what, Boo, as old as we both are, if you go through that line of scrimmage where that big double team right in the middle, we can both go there as well. Big first down right there for Jacobs. Get that line for the Mustangs. Big credit.
20-yard line. Breakdown.
Jacobs is like a lunch pail style running back. He takes his lunch pail with him as he does all the dirty work. In between the tackles, puts his head down, and he's tough to bring down.
Good key blocking right now in the core offensive line.
Right back to Jacobs, and that's how you got to get him. Get him before he gets started.
That's the difference.
Chase Jacobs
Once again, he was able to get off the block. There was number 6. Owens was able to get off his block, able to cause that little dissension in the backfield.
The kind of game where the offensive line is going to play a big role in tonight's game. Jace Williams wears number 58, Peyton Bourne at number 62, Logan Bender, Jake Thibodeau, Thiago Flores. Every game we come here to call the Mustangs, they come to play.
They come to play and play every down, buddy.
Second down, they'll go right back to Jacobs. Good gang tackles.
Jacobs
leans forward for a couple.
Still going forward, but just tough running. You know, it doesn't get no better than that. That's the Assumption Mustangs MO.
Down from the Mustangs.
First time the Mustangs are behind the sticks facing third down and long. Mustangs,
In a long game.
between the two teams, I think has the advantage throwing the football. Good receivers, and they threw it all year long.
Yes, sir.
But again, 2-down territory. You got 2 downs to get 8 yards. Reese back to pass, short pass, batted down again. There's your man again making a presence at the defensive end.
Once again, that's Thibodeau right at that defensive end spot, doing the right thing as a defensive end. When you see it, just get up, and he's gotten high. Bring up a 4th down situation for the Mustangs.
There's 2 quick pass to the outside being knocked down by Thibodeau. Middle of the field is probably where they need to go. Back to pass. Reese, he'll take a shot. Middle of the field, has a receiver and missed him. Just overthrown and incomplete. And the Raiders will turn them over on downs.
Couldn't been a better play. Just a little bit too high for the receiver to come in with the possession.
Reese's pass.
We see exactly what the MO is going to be for the Assumption Mustangs, but just when it needed, it couldn't come through.
1st and 10.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline there, and it looks like it's going to be a smash-mouth kind of football game when Northwest has the football.
There's no doubt about that. It's going to be a lot of big-time runs. Both 34s for each team are big guys with 200-plus pounds, and they run hard, and they don't mind contact either.
Mustangs need to button their chin straps here. They know what's coming. Question is, can you stop them? Don't let the Raiders impose their will on you. 1st down and 10. Chavez gets thrown down to the ground.
Good play right there, dude.
Big number 77.
Cooks was going pretty much unblocked on that particular play. He was able to shoot the gap.
Bring up a 2nd and 9.
Get into this time of year, you get those senior guys. They know, hey, there's no tomorrow. We're going to leave it all on the field tonight. 2nd down and 9. Everything tight for the Raiders. They'll go to Reese. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Fights off of that. Then Robichaux grabs him and brings him down.
My man, number 3, Kennedy, was able to get in, cause the penetration, not even to wrap him up.
Bring up a 3rd.
But once again, the cleanup man came in. That was number 1, Robichaux, able to make the tackle.
That's big play right here, 3rd down. Now you got the Raiders behind the sticks. Mustangs want to force a punt. Try to get some good field position.
I mean, we're looking at a 10-yard game right here, playing within both of these teams.
Single coverage near side. That's the bottom of your screen. 2 running back set. Chavez back to pass. He'll throw the slant. Nowhere near. And incomplete. He was looking for Davis. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Raiders have to punt it away.
Once again, that's what you want for the Mustangs. Get 3 plays out, get that ball back, and see if they can make some things happen once again with the next 2nd possession of the game.
Raiders had all protection, only had 1 guy in the route, so it was either Davis or nobody.
It's typically like the Assumption offense as well, 1 receiver in the route as well. That was Beamer on the last possession for the Mustangs.
Back for the Raiders to punt.
Fontenot punted away, gets a good snap. Mustangs are trying to set up the return. Short punt near midfield. They'll kill it at the 49-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will come out for their 2nd possession here in the 1st half. So the Mustangs moved the football down the field and kind of got bogged down. Turned it over on downs.
Turned it over on downs, but we did see exactly they can move the ball any way you want. Credit that you stated, that offensive line is making some good blocking up front. So see exactly what they're going to do with this 2nd possession.
49-yard line where the Mustangs will play 1st and 10.
One thing we've been seeing is those defensive ends for both teams going to be very critical for this game tonight.
Yeah, not really rushing. They're staying at the line of scrimmage, getting their hands up, and that has caused the problem.
Safety again, Booth, coming up have to make that tackle.
Jacob.
Yeah, a lot of times early in the game, you don't see Jacobs getting this many touches. He's getting a lot tonight. So obviously, a game plan coming in.
And you know, last week we seen where it was Turner got the early touches, then Jacobs come back in at the 2nd half of the football game. So tell you what, establishing a run, seeing exactly how the defense can do what they have to do, and see if they're going to make some adjustments as well.
Second down and 2. Quick pass to the outside. Cameron Ott makes a sure-handed catch, goes north and south. He'll have the first down to the 35
And
yard.
that's what you want to see. Get your guys get good possession on a 5-yard pass route, and typically keep the ball moving. Good possession right there for the Mustangs.
Down a man in our broadcast tonight, Bill McCarty went to pick him up today. That blue bug is going around. I said, hey, you can stay home. We'll go without stats tonight. But he is tuned in his bed.
Hope you feel better, Bill.
First down and 10 Mustangs. Swing it near side to Bimmer. He makes the catch. Well, it looks like they had defenders there, but a couple quick moves by the junior.
Brandon Gross on that outside. That's what you want to do as a block, stalk, receiving, blocking on the outside. He was able to get outside and block that cornerback, which initially got him off. Good block right there, Boo. Get the ball upfield.
Bring up a 2nd and a half a yard.
Second down and 1. Another good hard count. They'll get an eager defense across the line and another easy first down.
Once again, anticipating the snap, make some things happen. Once again, those penalties starting to build up again.
Fishing crews out of Monroe, Louisiana, made the long trip down here to Napoleonville. Mr. Dakota wearing the white hat tonight.
Down 21-yard line.
Only 8 teams left in the playoff bracket, so this is the time you get the best of the best on the officiating crews.
No doubt about that.
First down and 10.
Wow.
Good hard hit on Jacobs. He bounces off, able to get some positive yards. And inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone.
You know, typically when you're looking at this game, you see the defensive ends kind of switching both sides when they get to the initial lineup. That is very critical. But what they're saying is they're trying to go to the strong side and trying to stop the run right there.
First 2 possessions, the Mustangs are able to get down here. And they're trying to finish off a drive. Quarterback keeper just off left tackle, nothing fancy.
Around the left side.
Picks up 5.
You know, typically with the way the weather is tonight, that Raider offense has been on the sideline. That defense has been staying out. So, you know, typically as cool as it may be, they still kind of wear you out. So, see if the Mustangs continue to move this ball on a methodical drive right here.
Third down and a couple. Reese again, just a direct run off tackle. Put his head down, run through some traffic, get a first down, and that'll set up first down and goal for the Mustangs.
Tell you what, I wouldn't mind running behind those guys as well, behind Robichaux and also Garner.
4 carries, 20 yards on the night for Turner. Jacobs, 80 yards already here in the first half. That's the 2-headed monster for the Mustangs.
Staying in big, too, Boo.
Run behind all the big fellas. Muscling his way into the end zone goes Turner, and the Mustangs are on the board.
Fans about it. If it works, continue to go with it. Reese Turner keep it behind the big offensive guys up front. Nothing fancy about it. Block man on man. Last big block right at the goal line. That was number 2, Garner. Touchdown Mustangs.
Mustangs trying to get the right number of players on the field as the play clock gets inside 10 seconds, and that might force a timeout and does. Mustangs will have to call a timeout, talk about it, get themselves situated. We talked about special teams and how that can play a factor late in the season.
Watching it right now come to fruition. So this is going to be critical. Good timeout to take, and see how they're going to come out with the adjustments.
As always, each and every week, the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. The most coveted T-shirts in all of high school football. Last week went to a defensive player.
Yes, sir. Number 3, Kennedy.
Looking at how these offenses are running up in the field, up and down the field, I see a little something different coming on tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it tonight. But Mr. Thibodeau got it last week. But tonight, I would tell you what, Reese Turner and Jacobs are doing their thing already.
It's been a while since both these teams have made it this deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I tell you what, Assumption, 23 years that they hadn't been to this particular spot. Coach Broussard said, we're not looking at the past, we're looking at the moment. And tonight, they're showing exactly what they need to do.
Coach Edwards had the up, had the down. Now he's back on top at Northwestern. You know, neither team want to lose the opportunity. The table's set for them to make a memorable season.
And I tell you what, both of these teams have done some great things. And tonight, I tell you what, we've had some good entertainment already here in the first quarter.
Reese Turner, the quarterback, will put it on the tee. Cameron Ott will do the kicking. And the kick is right through the middle. A 49-yard drive for the Mustangs. They knock things up at 7, just 36 ticks here in the first quarter.
7-7.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Whip kick, middle of the field. Picked up by Thibodeau. Thibodeau runs through the two tacklers, stays on his feet, crossed the 40, and finally knocked out of bounds. All the way down to the 36-yard line.
You know, typically that's a big guy, 6'2", 200 pounds is Thibodeau. But I tell you what, when he got the ball, he showed a lot of speed right there, Boone.
Injured player for the Mustangs. They'll have to tend to him. But look, two tacklers were there, and Thibodeau just split right between the middle of them.
Tell you what.
No scores across.
There's a player down for the Mustangs.
Well, we'll get the replay right here.
Tell you what, once he get the ball, Boone, he's just getting upfield and have blocking in the front.
Cameron
That's what you're looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Ott.
Number 7 was able to get it. Malvo. Assumption, gentlemen, is up right now.
As we look across the state, teams of interest in our local area, one is that Jennings-Cecilia ball game right now. Cecilia on top of Jennings, 7-0. The other one in our viewing area is Southern Lab, Central Catholic of Morgan City. Southern Lab on top, 7-0 early in that ball game.
Tell you what, going to look forward to both of those teams. Central Catholic last week won 6-2 against St. Frederick's.
First down and 10. Raiders, they'll go to Reese. Reese chopped down by Garner. Garner got a hand on a foot.
Off the
It was
left
just enough to bring it
side.
down.
And exactly. Reese was getting a full head of steam right there,
Yeah,
but just that
Garner
little shoestring
on the
hit
tackle.
right there was able to stop it.
Raiders happy with that. They'll let the quarter clock run down to 0. And we'll finish the first quarter all tied up at 7. You're watching high school football. It's the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Pierre Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store. Lapco Manufacturing. Twisted Sisters and Gents. Ace Hardware in Napoleonville. Conrad Industries. Cassie Boudreaux Agency. Pop and Goes. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Semino Home Movers. Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital. And Allen's Communications.
Our sponsors for stepping up to bring you high school football here on KWBJ. You know, the way the streaming services are going right now, everything costs money. But with us, just type it on in and enjoy high school football.
Appreciate our sponsors as well.
Second down and 8. A throw end around to Samuel Aday, and he's smothered on the outside for no gain.
Once it is, Willoughby came from that corner spot where he was forcing back inside to that pursuit. Mustangs were able to come up with a stop right there. See Willoughby coming from that corner spot.
Bring up a 3rd and 9.
Able to wait for the cavalry to come back and make the tackle.
36-yard line of the Mustangs.
Big play right here, both 3rd down and long for the Raiders.
Good turnout tonight for this Thanksgiving weekend of high school football. Timeout in the action. The Raiders will take a timeout.
Timeout.
Tell you what, you're speaking about high school football. You know, when you get to this particular week, it takes a lot of discipline, boo. When you get to the quarterfinals, it's Thanksgiving, school is out. Who's going to stay focused? Who's going to get the guys where they need to be mentally? Because these kids are not in school, so you got to come early in the morning, like Coach Broussard said. They practice in the morning and gave the afternoon off for them to let them get some rest, but making sure they get here early in the morning and said no problem with any of those guys. So
yeah, they're on a mission right now. They're trying to better their season. They're trying to be one of the last 4 remaining.
Yes, sir.
And when you're one of the last 4 remaining, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and I tell you what, either home or away. The good thing about it is Assumption has been home. Had the first week was a bye week, and then have these 2 games right at home. Don't get no better than that, buddy.
And the Raiders, they're warriors. 2 road games so far in the playoffs with victories, and they're looking for their 3rd here tonight.
It's critical. Who can be the most disciplined? Raiders coming out of timeout, see what type of adjustments that they did see with Assumption defense, how they can set this thing up.
Reese stands along Chavis. They'll hand off to Reese. And you can just look at he got a lot of people around him, but that whole pile continues to move forward.
It goes forward. Both of the 34s, Reese right there on that particular carry. Pile's going forward.
Aaron
Alder goes down on the sideline with an injury update. Aaron, what you got?
All right, guys, Cameron Knight, who got hurt on that kickoff, he got hit hard in the chest. Just got the wind knocked out of him. For about a half a minute, you think you're going to die, but once you get your breath back, he's good to go for the rest of the game.
Big 4th down here for the Raiders. 4th down and 3. See if they try to get him to jump off.
Discipline right there by the Mustangs.
They went hard count trying to get something like the Mustangs had before, which is a free 5 yards. Mustang don't bite.
Northwest is his 2nd.
And that'll force a 2nd timeout for the Raiders.
That's what you want to see, boo. That's the discipline that you come out from a timeout. Hey, stay focused. You know exactly what they're trying to do. 4th and short, and call the Raiders to make a timeout again.
Yeah, I think they keep the offense on the field and go for it. Too far down on the Mustang side of the field.
You know, we did see at pre-game that the kicker wasn't picking that 4 out, so got to go for it. Got some good running backs. You got Reese, you got Chavis at that quarterback. See exactly they can mix some things up because both defenses are playing very aggressive, boo.
Yeah, Raiders kicker had a field goal last week. Critical. Helped out in that ball game, just not quite this far.
Not this far right now. And what we've seen is when Assumption get the ball, they moving the ball pretty timely. With the touchdown that the Raiders had, it was a big touchdown by Reese.
I'd like to give a big shout out to the Hollins family down in Monroe, Louisiana, enjoying this one. Said he was going to be tuned in, told me last week. So we hope he's enjoying this ball game. Big fourth down for the Raiders. They'll go snap straight to Reese. Reese off tackle. We have the first down and more. That time they just cut out the middle, man, and went straight to him.
You see number 75. I'm laughing because you see Percy Chavez back in the backfield as well, trying to get the big block as well, and he's able to kick out on the outside, pick up a first down for the Raiders as well. Like to see these big guys get to the backfield. Everybody's going big on big.
Good news is you don't have to guess.
No. When you see it coming, it's coming back right at you.
New set of downs for the Raiders, first down and 10. Right back to him. This time got him low, stumbled a little bit, but still got 3.
You know what's going to be so critical if the Mustangs make sure they watching on the corner side, because Chavez is handing it off to Reese, but he can eventually pop it out. So.
Second and 8 for the Raiders.
Inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. Seemed like both teams are finding some success moving the football.
They're moving the ball real well. Once again, they both trying to establish the run, which they are both doing very well tonight.
Second down, bobble snap. Chavez will have to run for it. Too much speed on the outside for the Mustangs. Ball's loose. Did it get out of bounds before the Mustangs can get to it?
Wow.
And a big break there for the Raiders.
Just all from a high snap. Chavez not able to get it. Once he got it in his hands, the pursuit by the defense for Mustangs was able to get that. Ball is out.
Yeah,
caught it out of bounds.
Yeah, not only does he
Fumble the ball, it goes out of bounds.
they keep possession of the ball, but they'll get the yards from the 3 yards worth of fumble and set up a much more manageable third down and 5. Reese has it again. This time slips through the tacklers and in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow. 3 defenders for Assumption. Initially had him at the line of scrimmage, and Reese just bust out. Was able to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. There it is, the handoff to Reese, and you see the Assumption defenders break free, just got tangled up. 2 of the linebackers ran into each other. Touchdown, Raiders.
Gavin Fontenot attempting the extra point.
It's a big extra point here. Each one will count. See if they can get a big rush.
Good snap and hold. The kick is up. And the kick is good.
With 8 minutes.
Both teams
1 second remaining in
taking their blows here tonight.
The Raiders 14.
This time it's the Raiders, and they're up 14-7.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
In a sweet spot.
Fontenot puts it on the ground. Mustangs had to scramble to get back on it, and that's where the Mustangs will set up shop. You look at the 2 running backs from both teams, Jacobs And Reese from the Raiders. Reese, 8 carries, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns here already through a quarter and a half.
I tell you what, that's what they wanted to establish. We knew exactly who he was going to do it. 34 on both sides. Offense for the Mustangs and for the Raiders. 2 outstanding running backs.
You know, you're looking at a Raider ball club, got away from the wing T, went more spread offense. But out of that spread offense, it's just to get a few defenders out the box so they can run it right at you. Let's see if the Mustangs can answer that score. Rollins Senegal on the tackle for the Raiders.
Look, Vance right there, giving the ball in Turner's hand, just trying to get the initially.
Senegal on a stop. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
You know, one thing we see with Assumption, their drives are pretty much timely unless they get a big run by Jacobs, but methodically always trying to move the ball.
Mustangs will spread them out. 4 receivers in this formation. They'll hand it off right up the middle to Jacobs. Jacobs this time runs into
Chase Jacobs,
a Raider defender.
It's number 22 for the Raiders. Once again, that's one of them defensive defensive ends. Ardon right at the defensive end spot right there was able to get off his blocker, get a shoestring tackle on Jacobs.
Opportunity here for the Raiders to get off the field. 3rd down and 10. Mustangs will need a big play. Here comes the pressure right up the middle. They'll flush Turner to the outside. Has a receiver in the crowd, goes up. And did he make the catch?
Looks like he got the catch.
No, he didn't.
No.
It's all the way on the far end of the field. Didn't get a good look at it. Knew if he did make the catch, it was going to be a remarkable catch.
Turner just rolling to his far side right there, just looking for the look like 2 Assumption receivers in the same location.
Yeah, should have made the catch.
Yes, he should have made the catch. Him not able to bring it in.
One of the few 3 and outs here in the first half. High snap. Otto have to run it down. He'll still have time to get a foot into it off the side of his foot.
Wow.
Well, it takes a nice Mustang roll to get towards midfield, but that could have been disastrous.
Ball
over out of head.
7-yard line.
Able to come in, being that he's receiving, also have gloves on his hand as well, Boo. So he was able to get the ball and get it off. I'll tell you what, both of these teams have come exactly what they planned to do initially, and sticking with it, Boo. Not trying to force the ball anyway, just trying to establish the run. But what's happening is you got the linebackers crashing to each other when they're running off tackle like that if the guard or tackle is pulling.
Mustang defense will have to make a stand here. Trailing by 7. You don't want to start chasing a 2-score ball game. 1st down and 10. Malvo in at quarterback. Flags fly. A little legal procedure against the Raiders, and that'll back them up 5.
Against the Raiders. Be a 5-yard penalty.
Mounted up for the Raiders. And that's the situation where the Assumption want them at in a long situation. Passing opportunities haven't been too good for the Raiders thus far.
That'll make it 1st and 15. They'll go end around near side. That's Lede again. He's tackled by the shoulder pads. And it's a late flag, but
there's a flag on a play. Samuel Lede around the right side.
Deshaun Ward, number 6, able to come up and make the tackle.
Ward on the
I thought he had his hands on the shoulder pads. I didn't think he had it around the neck of the collar.
We can see this here.
Well, maybe so.
And it's against the Mustangs, so.
It was a close call, but I can see how he called it.
Yeah. You can see it, and especially if the position where the referee was, he can actually see.
Yeah, the referee where the play was running to him didn't make the call. He couldn't see that. He got the flag from the
Bring
back
up a first down.
side. And look, you go from 1st and 15 to 1st and 10.
Typically, that first 15-yard penalty against the Mustangs have been penalty-free pretty much in the first quarter.
Officials are talking about they got it spotted in the right spot.
Trying to see what they're doing. Did he call a timeout or?
Yeah, I think they're still confused, even though they thought they had it straight.
This is timeout.
If you look closely, right next to the ball, there's a flag sitting on the ground.
Here it is. League procedure.
Dead ball foul, illegal procedure on the Raiders.
They gave the line of scrimmage and then just broke out, so they called it. Once again, this is the playoff. These referees are not playing anything there. You get the best of the best right now, bro, like you stated.
Back to that 1st and 15 again. Let's see if the Mustangs can take advantage. 6:38 and counting, second quarter. It's been an entertaining first half here in the quarterfinals. A lot of adjusting on the Mustang defense.
Another flag.
The flag on a play.
Flag was thrown by the back judge. Should be a delay of game.
Delay of game against the Raiders. There'd be another 5-yard penalty.
Sideline, get the call from
Bring
the
up a first and 20 for the Raiders.
Come back to the line of scrimmage, just taking too much time.
When we're looking at the Raiders for the first time, you see Chavez started the game. Now you got Malvo in the game. Not sure if that's something common for the Raider offense.
Coach Edwards said he was going to use multiple guys in the game tonight, and you see the first option right here.
1st and 20, nothing outside for Malvo. He cuts it right back into the teeth of the defense. Went from nothing to something at least. Got 5. Bring up second down.
Tell you what, good pursuit by the Mustang defense, able to shoot the gap. That's Robichaud, number 1. Good job by the Mustangs.
Bring up a 2nd and 15.
No, it's not the third down play that's important. It's going to be right here to make it 3rd and long. You got to get them here on 2nd down.
This is the one. You want to try to force them in a passing situation.
Quarterback keeper near side. That's Malvo again trying to stretch it. There is a flag on the play. And that's in the area of holding.
On a quarterback keeper.
Student body right to here to the near side.
Run out of bounds.
You see it happening like that.
Robichaud.
Let him start this out. Give us the call. But that's the game plan, just like you said. But when you see Malvo come in, he used to come in just to run the football and see if they're going to bring back now. Chaffetz back in, number 3. This possession has been penalty plagued for the Raiders.
Trying to give Coach Broussard his options. You can go 3rd down from this spot, or we can back him up 10 and give him another shot at 2nd down. Now, I think in this portion of the field, the better option is what he's doing is back him up 10.
No doubt about it. Force them to do something that they hadn't been shown too well, but you here see the holding situation in the midst of all that chaos.
Second and 23 for
Mustang
the Raiders.
defense, an opportunity here. They have the Raiders second down and long. Back to pass. Slips down, throws it, has a receiver wide open. Did he make the catch? Two officials in the area. The back was turned to the closest official.
Gonna see how this call gonna set out. They're trying to make a decision.
Yeah, it was hard to see it. They're gonna give him the catch.
But you thought here to the near side, Malvo was able to get one hand on the ground, and they also gonna give him the possession reception right there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from this angle.
Gilbo, number 10, was able to come up with reception.
Third and about 5.
Receiver was wide open.
Quick snap.
Third down now and 5.
There it is.
Snap it right to Reese. Mustang's able to bring him down. That'll force a 4th down and 2.
4th down. It's a big play right here. They're trying to come up into the line and quick snap.
4th and 3.
So you almost want to sell out on 34. Anybody else makes it, good for him. But 34 is not going to get it.
He's coming back in the game. That's Reese. Here we go, Boo. Big guys in the back.
Reese takes the snap, fakes it left, now heads right. He'll have the first down, and he'll have more inside the 10 and hit hard out of bounds inside the 5. But that'll put him inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone, and they'll have it first down and goal.
Jacobs able to make the final touchdown saving tackle, but right here to the near side, you hear Reese break out the line of scrimmage, and right there you see Jacobs able to hit him right at pretty much at the second 4-yard line. Wow.
Reese ran away from the traffic, which was in between the tackles. Punched it outside. Was looking for a first down, got a whole lot more.
A lot more.
Raiders trying to extend their lead. They'll have it first down and goal at the Mustangs 4-yard line. Jumbo package. A lot of linemen in the game.
Well, once again, able to spin out again.
Reese around the right side.
That's just big boy football right there, bro.
Bunch of 60s and 70s on the jerseys. And Reese, all he had to do was follow him in.
Nothing fancy about it. Percy Chavis, number 75, initially pretty much didn't even have to worry about that. He just went to the outside.
Key play in that drive was the completion. You know?
So critical catch right there.
Fontenot in for the PAT.
Mustangs outside.
Let's see if that changes the calculation from Coach Edwards and the Raiders. Take a little penalty, bring the offense back, try to stretch this lead even more.
And there you go. Opportunity presents itself. Take advantage of it. And he coming back with the big package again to try to get it go for that 2-point conversion. It worked. It's been working tonight. So
yes, some of the toughest plays to defend is the ones that you know is coming.
It's coming. You just got to stop it. Jacobs come back in the game as well at the linebacker spot.
Reese stands all as long, takes the snap. Now he's heading for the goal line.
Just walk in right there, dude.
Doesn't get any easier than that. The 2-point conversion is good. And with 3:46 to go here in the second quarter, the Raiders have extended their lead 22-7.
46 seconds remaining.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreau Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, our Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
Fontenot ready to put a foot into it, and does. Lima picks it up to the 35-yard line, crosses the 50, and a flag is thrown behind the play.
Once again, both teams now start getting a lot of penalties. That's one to be stepped off against the Mustangs.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline. We talked about that key play was the reception called, and I think you had a better look at it than us.
Well, guys, I was in front of the receiver who was coming back to make the catch. So it looked like to me from the angle that I had that he got his hands clearly under the ball. Even though he did bobble it, it got up on his shoulder. But I could never see it touch the ground. So it looked like a good call and a good catch. So.
But the officials converged on it. One of them was saying no good. The other two were saying good. So
2 is better than 1.
Absolutely.
33-yard line.
Clarence, you look at this drive right here. We're just in the second quarter, but got a lot of importance on this drive.
Oh, this is a very important drive right here for the Mustang. See if they can establish that run again.
Went 3 and out on their last possession. Demo on the outside makes the catch and dives forward down to the 38-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I'll tell you what, most important thing is Reese able to get it to Beamer, get the reception first, and get upfield. Good job.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. 38-yard line.
Second down, Reese Turner directing traffic. Jacobs alone back alongside of him. They'll fake it to him, nothing on the outside. Turner will have to scramble, and they'll bring him down.
That's a horse collar right there. Hold on, number 22, you seen it coming. That's the only way he was going to be able to catch him, Boo, with that horse collar.
Yeah, took away a big defensive play.
Yes. That'll be 15 stepped off against the Raiders. Good
Turner
coverage
was
downfield.
looking for a quick pass to the outside. It was covered up. Once that happened, it was time to freelance.
Once again, the Mustangs just trying to move the offense, throwing the ball now, which they can actually do, but this will get them in a better field position. See if 34 can get the ball, but here's the play. The referee just said it is a horse collar.
Horse collar against the Raiders.
It is Turner, just coverage downfield. Then you actually see Ardon just come at the last minute and pull him down at the back of his collar.
Well, now each team benefited from a horse collar. Kept a Raiders drive alive last possession. And now let's see if this will jumpstart the Mustangs.
There he is.
Jacobs into the secondary, across the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Let's see if the Mustangs start playing with a little more sense of urgency.
Awesome run right there by Jacobs. Once initially, when he get past that line of scrimmage, he's going for a big first down right for the Mustangs.
For the Raiders.
New set of downs for the Mustangs. Right back to Jacobs. When nothing's there, Jacobs puts his head down and forward we go.
And just this possession like this and the clock favors the Mustang, how they like to move the ball.
Watched a lot of football this year. These 234s on each team, some of the best they have in the state, and they're showing it tonight.
North and South runners.
Long throw to Willoughby on the outside. Gets another key block by the wide receiver. Across the 30 and another first down for the Mustangs. That's a long way to throw it for that play to develop.
Inside slip route. The right thing is get the reception that he did and get upfield. See Willoughby get the reception, get upfield, and get that first down for the Mustangs. Good job.
Go back to Jacobs. Raiders do a little better job this time. Won't get him down, but they'll stop his progress after a gain of 1.
They're ready for that.
With 1:31 on the clock, Mustangs will take a timeout. Clarence, it's always nice when we're calling football on Thanksgiving weekend, and what better place can we be than Mustang Stadium?
Mustang Stadium, I tell you what, the crowd just filtered in kind of late. Also got a good traveling crew from Northwest over Opelousas area. So tell you what, welcome to Napoleonville.
Well, Northwest has come in as advertised.
Yeah.
A hard-nosed, big ball club, plays with a lot of heart.
Playing with a lot of heart, and that's typically when you see your offense, your team like that, that is the actual personality of the head coach. And I tell you what, both of these teams run the football.
Let's hear it for our Mustang cheerleaders!
The game of interest in this particular bracket, Cecilia is on top of Jennings. See if we can get you a scoreboard shortly. 2nd down and 9, they'll go jumbo package. Normally in this package, Turner will keep it himself. Oh, he bobbles the snap. He'll have to get back on it. Now he's scrambling. Has a receiver in the flats, makes the catch.
Wow.
At Robichaux. A busted play turned into something special. Just a yard shy of a first down. And
we got to look at that. Turner doing that senior leadership and find the other senior, Robichaux. The linebacker getting some good soft hands right there. Get near the first down marker.
Yeah, a lot of times right there you get an ineligible man downfield. That time nobody got down the field, so Reese is 5 of 9 for 40 yards in the air. He'll take the snap, across the 15-yard line, another first down, and another trip inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. That's Cecilia score 17-14 against Jennings. I know the Mustangs hoping for an upset there. Get Jennings having to come this way.
No doubt. Ooh, big run right there.
Turner off the left side on the
Reese Turner. I mean, these guys are playing some real physical football. You see a lot of action near the far side over there, Boo, between Jacobs and one of the linemen.
Game clock becoming a factor. Again, Turner trying to get outside, slips a tackle. He'll walk it in for the touchdown. A much-needed score for the Mustangs right here before half.
They really needed that touchdown right there. Turner able by Robichaux, able to walk in for the touchdown. Critical extra point here.
Remaining in the first half.
Mustangs going for 2 here, Boo.
Yeah, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes when you start chasing points, it ends up biting you at the end.
See if they can punch it in here.
Turner goes under center. The long back is Jacobs. They'll give him the ball. Runs through 2 tacklers. A 2-point conversion is good, and the Mustangs are right back in it.
Nothing fancy about it. Hit the ball in 3-4 hands, and also for the previous play, Mr. Turner.
34 seconds remaining.
Mustangs back in this game.
The Raiders 22, the Mustangs 15.
That's the previous play. Right Turner for the touchdown. Able to get to the outside, showing that speed. Touchdown, Mustangs.
2-point conversion, nothing that you don't know about. You got Jacobs lined up in the backfield, and hey.
Give it 34, let him punch it in. Once again, you see always again, Garner and Robichaux, number 1 and number 2.
We've got folks tuned in all over the state watching this stream here on KWBJ Live. You're watching a great football game between 2 of the top teams in the state. Only 8 teams are left in the bracket here in Division 2. That's ironic. Northwest plays in 3A. Assumption plays in 4A, but when it's playoff time, they're both in Division 2.
You bump up and go do exactly what you got to do in Division 2. And I tell you what, the numbers show that Assumption have 3A numbers. Northwest look like they have 4A numbers themselves as far as team memberships.
Second quarter, Lutcher Bulldogs 7, Opelousas Tigers 6. Got a lot of good ball games across the state tonight. Malvo feels it at his own 20-yard line, heading out to the sideline. He has run and run, finally brought down near midfield. And with 27 ticks on the clock, we'll see what the Raiders can do with it. One thing is, you know, if it gets late in the game, the Raiders are down, you wonder if they have the passing game capable enough to get down the field. Right now, when you're trading blows, that running game's all you need.
You took the words right out of my mouth, but if I was them, try to get these 27 clicks off the clock, get into the actual halftime situation, make the adjustments that you need to. But hey, we up here calling like we seeing it, buddy.
Raiders have an opportunity to just take it to the dressing room with the lead. They'll snap it to Malvo, trying to get outside. Robichaux wraps him up and brings him down. A loss of 2 at this point. I don't think anybody is going to be anxious to stop the clock. And we've seen the Mustangs.
Brody Robichaux on the stop.
Second half team is what the Mustangs have been all year long.
Exactly. Does an outstanding job going into halftime and making those adjustments. And I'll tell you what, this is the opportunity to do it right now.
And the Raiders call a timeout with 1 second left, so they're looking at, hey, there won't be any time left on the clock. We'll take a shot and see if magic can happen.
Hey, anything can happen thus far, buddy.
The Lady Mustangs will lead off the halftime entertainment at the end of the first half. The Lady Mustangs dance team will lead off, followed by the Northwest Band. Get your half and half tickets ready.
A team in the our coverage area, the Jeanerette Tigers. 28-20 win over East Feliciana. First time in a long time.
Wow.
That they've been able to advance to the quarters tonight.
Yeah, and I tell you what, had a long ride, I think maybe to Logansport, if I'm correct. So we're going to make sure we get that correct.
Sometime when you're a higher seed and you get a big win like they did last week, 28-20, you get that long bus ride. Yeah, that's your reward. Last play of the first half.
There he is.
He throwing it deep, and the receiver makes the catch. They'll have to bring him down and do it at the 5-yard line. Unbelievable way to end the first half of football.
You knew it was coming, but you couldn't stop it, but you did. Here it is, Boo, number 2, right here. Davis, the wide receiver, able to get it up to the flanking receiver. That was number 10. Once again, Gilbo able to come up the reception.
Give credit to Willoughby for not giving up, getting him down.
Ooh-wee.
And that play will go for naught. That'll do it here in the first half, folks. 22-15, the visitors on top of the home team, Assumption Mustangs. We'll be back after halftime to bring you what should be a great second half.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. PR Parts Store, proudly serving the Assumption Parish community since 1911, and excited to announce our new location, the Thibodaux Store in Thibodaux. Come see us for your holiday shopping needs. Lapco Manufacturing. Feel safe, work smart, look good with Lapco FR. www.lapco.com. Twisted Sisters and Gents, 1051 Marguerite Street in Morgan City. Boutique style without boutique prices. Have the confidence to be your true self. Twisted Sisters and Gents. Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, providing hardware, lumber, building materials, and much more to all of Assumption Parish and surrounding areas. Go Mustangs. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all of our local teams good luck. Cassie Boudreaux Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs. Hop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Open late night, delivery through DoorDash. Semino Home Movers. Need your home relocated, elevated, or leveled, or a sewer system installed? Contact us for a quote. 985-252-9769. Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital is proud to sponsor the Mustangs. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Show him some love. The band will now perform a down the field drill to Cruel Summer by Bananarama. Notice the high steps, the moving and grooving, the kick on age. The Northwest High School Marching Raider Band is often imitated but never duplicated, not even by a copy machine. The Exquisite Ladies will now perform to America Has a Problem by Beyonce. We're now performing a drill known as Do You Remember the Time by Michael Jackson.
We coming back. We get the ball first.
And now, our Dazzling Dolls will now perform to Good Girls by Carrie Underwood. Happy 20th anniversary, Dazzling Dolls. Give our ladies a round of applause. All right, now it's time for the latest part of the show. Let's give them a little chopper style. Yeah, they want top. They want top. Yeah, they want top. Break it down for 'em, man. Let's show 'em what you got. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle. Slide. Yeah. Ooh. Uh-oh. What is this? Uh-oh. What's going on? In our Barbie world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Northwest High School Band is led by Director Jeremy Porktop Jenkins, Assistant Band Director Derek Poole Sterling, Drum Instructors Mr. Sir, and myself on the MC, Chad Poole.
Please welcome to the field your pride of Sugarland. Drum Major Ali Hebert is your band ready. Pride of Sugarland, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Seminole Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
And ready for the second half here for Mustang Stadium. 22-15 our score. And without any stats, we have our statistician on the men. We can still talk about the obvious, and that's Turner at the quarterback spot for the Mustangs, Jacob and Reese, the two running backs for the opposed each team. Having a field day here in the first half.
Very much a field day. Initially, Assumption came with the game plan, number 34 and number 4, doing exactly what they need to do. And I'll tell you what, methodically move the football. But one thing it is, Northwest Raiders came with these big explosive plays, big touchdowns.
Yeah, talked to some of the Mustang coaching staff here at halftime. They understand what's in front of them. Stop 34 and you got a chance to win.
Got a chance to win and making sure, because initially, Seth, he's bouncing to the, he's bouncing to the outside and not nobody force him to the inside. When they stuff him to the inside, they're stopping him.
Mustangs offense diverse. They can throw it as well as run it. And this year, they've had more success in the second half than the first.
That second half usually be explosive for the Mustangs. Once again, talking about it, showing exactly what adjustments you need to make at halftime. Tell you what, the Assumption defense and offense did an outstanding job. Just the big plays. Initially, when they made the actual touchdowns on them, a lot of the linebackers and defensive guys just running into each other, not even to make tackles.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline. Aaron, what's at stake for both these teams is a trip to the semifinals.
Absolutely, Bruce. You talked about it all night. These teams don't get this far this often, so it's a tough thing to do. So you got to take advantage of every opportunity when you get out here. I find for the Mustangs, it looked to me that they were able to run the ball with Jacobs up the middle, even with Turner running between the two ends seemed to work the best, because those two ends that the Raiders have, two tall, lanky, very fast outside defenders that can run down most things that try to get outside. So they usually let that offensive line take over the line of scrimmage and open up some creases for Big Jacobs to make headway.
What was important about that last score right before half for the Mustangs is they knew they were going to get it to start the second half.
That's the most important part. Get the ball and see exactly if they can get down this field and actually score, which is critical.
Fontenot ready to get this second half underway. Again, kicking it to the open field. This time, squirts out of bounds.
It goes out of bounds.
Mustangs will appreciate that. And run their offense out onto the field.
Tell you what, we're going to see exactly how things shake out again. Very big possession right here. You want the ball here to start the third quarter.
Still looking to the sideline, trying to get the correct football in the game. Well, we got a moment. We talked about the last play right before half where the quarterback handed the ball in front of him, and that guy turned around and threw it deep down the field. It just didn't look right up here. I said, can you really hand the ball off in front of you and have that person throw the football? Well, I went and asked the head official over here that's overseeing the staff, and he says yes. I still don't know if I agree with it, but it just didn't look right. They'll fake the sweep to Jacobs, Turner keeps it himself, and they'll bury him right there. Big number 75, first to get there. That's Percy.
Percy Savers right from that nose guard position. Tell you what, he's been playing big all night. Going on the offensive side as well, but right there, big tackle right there on Turner.
Where the Mustangs have been good is when they get that good first down yardage, stay in front of the sticks. When they got caught with long yards to gain, that's when their problem have arose.
Wow. it's just amazing when you see Jacobs get the football and you think he's going to go for a loss, and he just initially just get a little extra effort right there, pick up a few more yards.
Big third down to start this second half off. Turner in the shotgun. They'll need 7. Back to pass, quarterback draw, the pocket closes. And Turner will be stopped for a 1-yard loss.
Those two big Oregon, number 22 and number 6. Make a big shot right there. Correction, number 9. That's Thibodeau once again for that defensive end spot. Didn't fall for the bait.
You got to drop your quarterback back. You hope everybody follows your receivers, but that happens so quickly. Nobody bailed out, and they'll force a punt as Ott stands at his own 20-yard line.
Ooh.
Almost blocked. Had nobody back for the Raiders. Mustangs lucky to get that one off. And they'll stop it at the 32-yard line.
Oregon coming for that defensive end spot. Unblocked pretty much. He nearly got it.
We play 1st and 10.
Yeah, he was unblocked or on. But he just missed it.
Initially, if he would have stuck 2 hands out, like he possibly got it. But once again, good roll on the ball.
Well, you come out the dressing room, Mustangs said, hey, let's take the first possession and move it down the field. Raiders wanted a 3 and out. Raiders win on that.
And was able to capitalize, see what they do here on their first possession.
First down and 10. Reese has been the workhorse. He has 131 yards and 3 touchdowns so far in this game. Leday takes the end around. That's the 3rd time they run that play, and 3rd time it went nowhere.
Nowhere. Once again, defense doing an outstanding job extending to the far side over there. That's what you want your defense to do in pursuing the ball.
2nd and 10 and a half.
Yeah, one thing Mustangs are good at, stretching plays. They got a lot of speed on the outside. It's hard to turn the corner. Raiders' damage has been running right at the teeth of this defense. Reese stands alongside Malvo. 9:30 just underway here in the 3rd quarter. High snap. Malvo keeps it himself. Robichaux rips it out. Ball on the ground. Mustangs jump on it.
Boy, you've seen that, dude. Wow.
Waiting for the official signal. It'll be Mustangs ball.
See the setup right here. Malvo taking the past the line of scrimmage, and number 1 itself. That's Robichaux able to strip it out. Turnover for the Mustangs. Big turnover right there, dude.
Of the Raiders. Placed down.
Aaron ought to go down on the sideline. Aaron, I know Robichaux had talked to you right before the start of this second half. He said he had good intentions that are about to happen.
Absolutely. Right here, just a few moments ago, I talked to him. I said, I didn't know you were a receiver also. He said, hey, that's supposed to be a running play. But he played it right.
That time forced a turnover at his defensive spot, and let's see if the Mustangs can take advantage of it.
Tell you what they're doing is the Raiders are just crashing the inside when they see Jacobs running to the inside off those tackles, but right there. You see them defensive ends staying at home. And once again, that's Thibodeau, number 9, the outside linebacker, making an initial hit as well. Mustangs really need to capitalize right here on this possession.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. They'll throw it outside to Willoughby. Willoughby right into the teeth of the defense. Then takes it upfield, close to first down yardage.
Once again, Turner able to get that time enough to get the pass off. Willoughby able to get the reception. So you get the reception, and once again, good blocking on the outside by the outside receivers. By Ott.
That'll be a first down for the Mustangs. Takes a lot of courage as a receiver. Ball's coming to you, and you're running into the teeth of the defense.
You see it all coming at you.
Not sure why they lining up a push. It's a first down. I think there's confusion.
That's what they wanted to do right there.
They worked to the death, but they thought it was 4th and 1. They were mistaken. But needless to say,
I think we seen that last week as well. Out of miss, you see all those black jerseys, and then you see number 4 just pop out the pile.
Yeah, if that was a play call on 1st and 10, I'm going to give credit to the Mustang coaching staff. I don't know if they knew they had a first down.
Just showing a little physical action right here, Pooh.
Now I'll say it is a play because they're going to run it 2 times.
Stop it, and they haven't stopped it yet. He's still pushing.
Yeah, he's going in, gets the push from the backside, waiting for the signal, touchdown. 2 times on the tush push, and the Mustangs got 6.
I tell you what, we seen that last week. They capitalized it. Right here, able to capitalize it. The power was so big, Luke. And you see Robichaux and Gardner pushing, and next thing you know, Turner coming to the screen, touchdown Mustang.
Guarantee there's not a team in the state that fired off 2 plays like that.
And typically that's what happens. They be so concerned about when they're doing these big pushes. Somebody going to eventually get injured on the offensive defensive side. Look like one of the Mustangs are down right now.
7:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trying to get this extra point.
Tell you what, we talk about this. Got the first possession, 3 plays and out. Get the ball back on a good punt by Ott. Defense able to come in, strip the ball, get the turnover, touchdown.
Yeah, it's funny how games could change because Ardon had an opportunity to block the punt. He doesn't get it. And next thing you know, Mustangs get a big turnover. Injured player on the field, number 62, that's Peyton Bourne. Just a sophomore, but he is a big-time lineman.
Peyton Bourne, ladies and gentlemen.
For the Mustangs.
Nobody can get him checked out. Like an arm injury that he has. Like Joe Aaron is going to check into that as well.
Talk about the point afters. It's going to be key in this ball game.
Wow.
Otto set the tee down at the 10-yard line. The whole operation has to be perfect. The center, the hole, the kick. We've seen the Mustangs run a fake, trying to catch folks sleeping. This time they'll line up for the kick. Well, high snap, they get it back on the tee. The kick is up and able to get through. 7:38 to go here in the 3rd. Mustangs have fought all the way back, and we're all tied up at 22.
All tied up.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
One of the best high school football games in the state right here at Assumption High School as the Raiders and Malvo returns the kick down of the 40-yard line.
Craig
Last
Malvo
drive
on the return.
stopped by a key turnover forced by Robichaux. Mustangs able to take advantage of it.
Caleb Davis on the stop.
But eventually, you've seen the aggressiveness of the Assumption defense, that something like that was going to happen. Fortunately, it happened right then, and most importantly, able to get an actual touchdown.
Not much in the air for the Raiders to speak of. All the big plays have been Reese.
Whoa.
Inside handoff with Rum running through tacklers. Gilbo Made the big catch right before half and couldn't get it in the end zone this time. Like a wrecking crew on a little inside reverse.
Just the inside reverse. I'm going to play to the far side once again. When you see situations happen like that, those linebackers being over-aggressive, over-reading, the corner has to come up to make the tackle. First down for the Raiders.
Just shedding tacklers. It's always good to get something else working. Then you can come back to Reese. First down and 10 Raiders. Snap it to Reese.
Wow.
Get him down, but he's driving them legs. He's a tough cookie to bring down.
Him and Jacob just look so similar when they're running the football. You just have to make sure you grab onto them and bring them down. But once again, still positive yards right there for the Raiders.
Second down and 5. Midway through the third quarter, nearing money time. You know who's going to make the big play for either team. Second down and 5. Malvo has been running the offense for most of the game. He'll go.
Wow.
They snap straight to Reese and a late flag.
The flag on the play. Reese up the middle. Cleo Cooks on the stop.
Some folks up here in the stands saying Raiders may have got off to an early start.
Taking the time to sort it out.
Waving to wave the flag off.
Flag is waved off by the officials.
See, Reese, they're able to take the actual handoff. Once again, going forward, falling forward.
After that run, it brings up third down and 1. This is where the Raiders are dangerous. Short yardage, Reese can get by the first tackler, he can run a long way.
Also try to bounce it outside as well. You typically been doing, but pick up the first down right there.
Nothing fancy, right up the middle.
Giving Reese up the middle.
Hard to bring him down when he's got a good head of steam.
Alfred Kennedy on the stop. Oh, the Mustang.
Once again, nothing fancy right there. Just being physical, just pushing right there against the Assumption defense.
Handoff near side, trying to get to the outside. Lede has it, but so does the Mustang defense. A host of Mustangs bring it down.
That doesn't work with that. We know how Assumption defense do an excellent job of pursuing. Those linebackers just cleaned up everything. Good job by that Assumption defense right there. You see 5 to 6 guys around the ball.
Robichaux, the playmaker, had him in a big bear hug. Second down and 11.
Going big again, doing it back.
Crowd starting to get riled up. Yelling defense, looking for a big play from the Mustangs. Reese takes a high snap.
Good job.
And he's chopped down for a short gain.
Once again, right there, Kennedy, defensive end spot,
on the left
coming from that
side.
backside to make the tackle.
Alfred Kennedy on the stop. Bring up a 3rd and 9.
Kennedy, last week's poor physical therapy player of the game.
Kennedy, you see him scraping. Kennedy scraping from the backside. That's what you want your backside linebackers to do.
Could be 4 down territory, 3rd down and 9. An important play here for the Mustang defense. And a flag from the back judge.
There's a flag on the play.
Back judge blows the flag. 6 seconds left on the play clock. So it's not a delay of game. Could be too many men on the field.
Exactly.
Legal substitution, that is true. Mustangs with 12 guys on the field, and that hurts.
See one of the guys that's trying to get off the field.
Illegal substitution.
While they mark off the penalty, we go down on the sideline for an injury update. What you got there?
All right, guys. Peyton Bourne, who got injured on the touchdown earlier, it's his left arm. It may be broken. They don't know that for sure, but there's a good chance that it is. He is done for the night. His arm is bandaged up. It's got a brace underneath the support and completely taped up from his hand all the way to his elbow. So his night is over.
Yeah, it's a tough loss for the Mustang offensive line. High snap. Reese gets the candy hop back to him. They're trying to get him down, and there they come. The cavalry, led by Ott. And a big loss for the Raiders.
One thing, that high snap once again has been the Achilles heel. And once again for the Raiders, over the head of Reese. You thought he was going to get the ball and get away initially, how slippery he is. But I tell you what, like you said, the cavalry did come up to clean that thing up.
Kennedy first to get there. Ott will get credit for the tackle. And he waited for something to happen, something big to happen. That time it was against the Raiders.
4th and 17.
And the Mustangs will get the ball back.
You know,
after a punt. It went from 4-down territory to them having a punt.
It's typically this time of the game you see that Assumption team start to make some moves here, see if they can make this a big move itself.
Nice spiral far side to field. And that'll back the Mustangs up all the way to the 9-yard line. Good execution by the special teams of the Raiders. And last week, you know, some of what the coach said is, hey, our special teams made a difference in that ball game.
And that's what you typically see. Field position has been critical. Turnovers has been critical in this game. That turnovers that they did have, Assumption Mustangs were able to capitalize on.
Yeah, if you tuned into this one, watching it on our live streaming service at KWBJ Live, you're enjoying one of the top high school football games in the state, and this game looks like it's going to come down to the wire.
It's going all the way in, buddy. Tell you what, enjoying every moment of it thus far.
Turner takes the snap. He'll run it himself. And down to the 14-yard line. Last week we talked about it. Little leg injury from Turner. He is running about 80%. And 80% for Turner is like 100% for most.
No doubt about it. I tell you what, once again, these both of them, he and Jacobs, once they get warmed up, you know, those injuries go away. But once again, those two are 2-point seniors for this particular Assumption Mustang team.
Even if this drive doesn't result in points, you sure would like to get out the shadows of your own end zone. Swing it out to Ott. This time, well played by the Raiders. Hayden Brown gets in there and makes a hit.
That's what you want to see your corners do. Ott able to get the reception, but once again, Brown able to come up from the corner spot and make a big hit right there for the Raiders. Saw that slip screen pass typically would go to Willoughby. See if they can get some things happen here on 3rd down.
There'll be a lot of big plays over the last quarter. No bigger than here. 3rd down. Reese back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He'll get outside. No receivers. He'll try to run for it and get pushed out shy of 1st down yardage. Be 2 yards short. Decision time for the Mustangs. I would have to think they'd have to punt it away.
And go that rush again by Ardon at that defensive end spot. Once again, here to the 4-down marker.
So you may keep your offense in there, see if you can get them to jump off sides. It's worked twice. Could it work again?
Could it work again? We'll see.
You go for it and don't make it. He got to jump his own man.
Flag on a play.
Mustangs. Got to bring the punt team out.
Yeah, that hard count was so good.
False
Got his own man to jump.
Mustang.
But after thinking they would go for it, after watching the old tush push successful twice, they would have lined up there, got him an easy 2.
4th and 8.
Once again, game of inches, backwards and forward right now. Unfortunately, that didn't go the Mustangs' way.
Mustangs are going to put the pressure on the defense. Nobody back deep to return for the Raiders. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. Last time had a free man. Just didn't get it. Low snap, flags fly. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called by the Mustangs. Didn't like what they saw. They call a timeout.
The second half.
And every decision from this point on is going to be crucial.
Call them while you got them, buddy.
That we finish strong our football season. Yes, Action Clinic encourages Assumption High.
They're not sure if they had enough men on the field. Looks like they're trying to bring in another
This is a sponsor
player.
funded by the
You see the man outside, man, did just at the last moment.
As always, the player of the game, the core of physical therapy and sports performance.
Score in the second half.
Player of the game, this last quarter is going to be crucial. The guys in the truck had to tabulate and watch. Looking forward to naming that player in this good quarterfinal matchup. You only got 8 teams left, and you're one of them. That puts you in a class of your own.
Get a class all by yourself, buddy.
Hodge stands in his own end zone. Good snap. Here comes the pressure again. He'll get it end over end and take a huge Mustang roll inside the 45. That'll flip the field all the way down to the 40. Punted it from his own end zone. So at time, that's a 60-yard kick.
Couldn't be no better defender right there for the Mustangs. Now what you got to do is get your defense to come up and make some short tackles move for sure.
Yeah, last drive, Raiders imploded on himself. Moving the ball down the field, had that bad snap, cost them a big loss of yardage, and was forced to punt it away.
You know, and I don't know if you've been noticing, Boo, you usually have the quarterback just to go to the sideline on each snap, but you got 3 guys for the Raiders go to the sideline, get the call, so you know exactly they have the option in the backfield to make those calls.
Reese stands back there all alone, takes the snap right up the middle of the defense, and leans forward to the 45-yard line. Mustangs got the ball. They're headed down the other way. I don't see a whistle or flag. As Robichaux goes in the end zone, now there'll be a big discussion. Looks like forward progress may have been stopped. I did not see a whistle. Out comes Robichaux, and he takes it in the end zone, and now the white hat is calling touchdown.
We see the actual replay of this, Boo. The whistle didn't blow. He was still up fighting for extra yardage. No flag down, anything. They're going to give him a touchdown.
Yeah, the pile's still moving. That play's still in play, and Robichaux rips it away.
Ball just was on someone's back.
Everybody gave up on it. Robichaux.
Oh, my. 2 big turnovers right there.
It looks like a clean play. Unbelievable.
Just in the extra point.
Hodge in for the PAT. Trying to get the Mustangs up 7. Bad snap. Turner calls fire. Looking for a receiver. Has a chance to run for it. Reaches out for the pile on. The 2-point conversion is good. Extra effort by Turner. And he's playing like there's no tomorrow.
What a heads-up throw by the actual senior. Like you call it, typically when you have a ball like that, you call it fire. You see Jacobs look like he's probably going to throw it to him, but he's standing by himself. But Turner's able to just go ahead and walk it in. Touchdown. 2-point conversion by the Mustangs.
What a remarkable sequence of plays. Robichaux has made a difference in the second half. Forced the first turnover, got 7. Right there, stripped it away. Stayed on his feet, and he took it in. And then you look at the young man right there. That's Turner. And this sideline is fired up.
And here's initially on that play with the fumble, the snap was high, Boo.
Yeah.
So pretty much got everybody with their hands kind of caught up. But when he fell forward, you can see the ball just sitting on someone's back.
Yeah, extra effort really cost him right here. The pile's still moving, so that play's still in play. And you look at number 1 trying to rip it out. He's not on the ground yet, and out comes the football.
Just standing on one of the Assumption players' back. They just pick it up and run for the touchdown. Outstanding job.
And the Mustangs enjoying their first lead of the night.
Once again, this team is a very good second half team as well.
Trying to run it down at the 9-yard line. He'll head back upfield. A lot of black jerseys there. They'll hit him and bring him down. And the momentum looks like it's changed just a bit.
It's slowed a little bit. Those turnover situations kind of make your psyche up. These guys want to try to do something extra to see if this thing will continue to fall forward in the Mustangs' direction.
The Raiders will take over first and 10, 18-yard line.
So when you look at the difference in the game right now, it's what the Raiders have done to themselves.
Exactly. They imploded themselves, you know, with these turnovers that have been continually happening.
Still a lot of ball game left. Let's see if they get back to Reese and see what happened. This time it's Malvo. They'll bring him down at the 24-yard line.
On the quarterback keeper. Blaze Cunningham.
You start to see some of the guys also continue to trying to strip the ball as well. Make a short tackle on these guys because that extra effort, they're not going down too easy.
18 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. An entertaining third quarter. We knew coming out the second half there was going to be fireworks. And fireworks is what we had here in the third quarter. Reese takes a hard hit at the 30, but he'll have enough first down, and that'll close out the third quarter of play. What a third quarter, couple big turnovers. Robichaux came alive for the Mustangs and led his team on top 30-22. We'll be back with more high school football right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Boogers there alongside Clarence Robinson. Down on the sideline, Aaron Ortego. And we're getting our whole $15 worth here tonight.
I tell you what, it's well worth it. We expected this, and I tell you what, everything they said, it is that.
First down and 10. Malvo takes a shot deep. High on the sideline. Lots of contact. And they're going to call that penalty, I would assume, against the Mustangs. Wasn't even looking for the football. They were jawing back and forth.
And he initially just stopped just to try to avoid the actual pass interference, number 6, or he just stopped. And they called it anyway. So, once again, that'll be 15 against the Mustangs.
I wouldn't call it a classic pass, more of a heave and a hoe.
Interference against
it was up there. I thought one of the defenders for Assumption was able to get over the top and get it.
When the Raider receiver tried to come back to the football and they caught a defensive back not looking at the football.
45-yard line.
There was some contact. They make the call, and that's a reset the downs for the Raiders at their own 45-yard line. Hand the ball off to Reese. Didn't like nothing on the right side. Bounces it back out.
Oh, man. Wow.
And runs for 12 and another first down.
You cannot arm tackle this guy. Once he gets the ball, you cannot arm tackle. You've got to make a short tackle.
For the Raiders.
hand off to Reese. Once he get past the line of scrimmage, he's going forward.
Got me at the edge of the seat. Really enjoying this one.
I tell you, I'm enjoying every bit of it, bro.
First down and 10 Raiders. Malvo keeps it himself. Man, they got some big time hitting going on down there. 2-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 8.
You see once again number 1 and number 2.
On a keeper.
That was Robichaux in the midst of all of that.
Robichaux on the stop.
You know, when we spoke about Shaver started out number 3 at quarterback, but we didn't see him no more pretty much in the third quarter.
This won't be the Raiders' last drive of the game, but it's an important drive. They'd like to get some points here. Flags fly. Illegal procedure against the Raiders. And that's really been the story of the second half. It hadn't been that the Raiders couldn't move the football. It's just that they shot themselves in the foot.
Each time at a critical moment as well. This will be stepped off and put them in that long situation with forcing them to throw the football. See if the Mustangs, if they do try to throw the ball, have those secondary guys trying to stay deep.
2nd and 13 for the Raiders. On the Mustang 46-yard line.
2nd down and 13. Malvo acts for the football, swing it out near side. Caught by Lede. And he takes it across the 40 and a lot of traffic there.
Malvo's pass to Samuel Lede.
It's important part that they able to get the reception first from Malvo, and then you see that student body coming here to the left side, trying to get some extra yardage upfield as well.
3rd and 6.
Again, barring a big loss, we're in 4-down territory for the Raiders. Inside the Mustang 39-yard line. 3rd down. Malvo keeping himself, has room on the outside, turns the corner. There goes Malvo inside the 10-5 touchdown.
Craig Malvo around
fancy
the
about it,
right scores a touchdown.
Put the ball in the athlete's hand. Number 34, Reese in the front. You get to the outside. It's just a foot race after that. Outside cornerbacks block. Free safety came down and tried to make the tackle. Touchdown, Raiders.
First time Raiders had success running around the end. Once he got around the first defender, nothing but green grass. Now the Raiders will have to go for 2. That's how important the last 2-point conversion was for Turner. Normally they snap it to Reese and he follows the big guys. This is a big play. Another flag on the play, and this could be costly. And it is a legal procedure against the Raiders, and they just can't get out their own way.
Oh my, at a very critical spot right here. You know, you've been seeing number 34, Reese. He's going to get the direct snap.
Look, when you got Reese just needing a couple yards, now he's going to need 7.
It's a big difference right here. And once again, the line judges are very much seeing everything. A lot of substitution as well for the Mustangs.
This is a 2-point conversion, one of the more critical plays of the game. They're going to throw it back to a wide open tight end. He makes the catch. What a play call by the Raiders as Brown takes it in for the 2-point conversion.
That's just showing that over-aggressive defense. You see the tight end just sitting there at the near side, just fake the block, and Reese able to throw it back here to the near side for the 2-point conversion for the Raiders.
Wow. One of the hardest catches to make is when you're wide open and here comes the football. The Raiders have forced their way back with 30-30 here in the 4th.
watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
Flag on a play.
And welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Offsides is a call on the kickoff. That'll back them up 5 yards. They'll have to kick it again. And Clarence, we've been doing these games for over 30 years. We've seen everything, and this has got to be one of the better games that we've ever seen.
I mean, this is what you get your money's worth for, and typically this is the game in the quarterfinals that really push you over the top. Whoever can make these things happen, tell you what, hats off to them. Tell you what, most important, like you talked about, these seniors are all laying it out.
Kind of game you hate to see either side have to go home with a loss, as both teams have given it their all here tonight. Fontenot tees it up again at the 35-yard line. 9:29 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. And we'll see who and how somebody's going to walk away with a victory here tonight. Fontenot does a nice job of kicking it to the open spot. And I'm just happy to. That's not I. That's Thibodeau.
Andrew Thibodeau
Get possession on the ball and just let your offense do the work itself.
on the reception. The Mustangs will start.
Yeah, I think this time of game, you're going to look at one or two things. Turner, just snap it to him and let the athlete go, or Jacobs, when Turner needs a rest. You know, if I had to put my money on this play right here, I'm going Turner.
I agree 110% with you. And most importantly, you know this defense for the Raiders is going to be very, very aggressive. See if you can pop some receivers out as well, bro.
Yeah, they've been running Turner off tackle. Snap it to him and let him run. A lot of traffic there this time, and the Raiders stuff it up. Looks like a late flag right in the middle of it.
Reese Turner
See how they sort this
on the
out.
right side.
It's been a great game, but when you look back at it, it's going to be penalties and turnovers, which is going to decide the victor.
Tell you what, those stats would have determined all of that.
Wow.
Face mask right
Personal
there.
foul. Face mask.
Big one right there, bro.
Against the Raiders.
Big call.
Folks traveling from Opelousas not happy with that one. The Boo Birds are out.
Here it is.
See if we can pick it up here.
Like near at the back end of the foot.
First and 10
Right at the end of the,
from the
end of the
41-yard
power right
line
there.
of the
So many
Mustangs.
folks down there, it's hard to tell.
Back judge able to see it.
That changes field position. And here we go again. Right back to Turner. This time more success. Raiders say he fumbled.
Exactly.
Boy, delayed decision from the officials. They said he's down.
Wow.
A lot of crucial calls here in the fourth quarter.
It's going backwards and forth now.
See if we can take a look at it.
The runner was down.
A lot of white jerseys. But looked like he was down. He was down. He was down.
It's hard to tell. A lot
Second and
of traffic.
5.
One thing we've learned over the years, the only person right is a
Ref.
That's right. Go back to the push, just get under center. He comes squirting out, running free. Everybody else is piled up at the line of scrimmage.
He's not down each time that he's done it.
On a quarterback sneak.
I think the referee is looking for who has the ball, but you can't really tell with those black jerseys for Assumption.
put the ball down at the 49-yard line. He'll have to go 2 yards for a first down.
Once again, each possession is so critical, Boo.
Mustangs would like to get to the end of this game with the football. You know, you don't want to be playing defense hoping you don't lose. You want to have the offense and hoping you're going to win. Here comes Turner. Great, outstanding defensive play right there
Keeper on the right side.
by Ardwan. And he looks close to first down yardage. They'll give him the first down without a measurement.
See the blocking by Robichaux. Y'all don't even make that one-on-one tackle on Turner. They give it a first down.
Coach Edwards over there said, hey, man, at least you got to measure it. It was very close. Official said, no, I got it.
So now you're going to have Jacobs at quarterback now. Turner had to step out the game.
Jacobs takes the snap, heads off tackle, and like a wrecking ram, hits 5.
These guys just simultaneously
on the right side,
split with each other.
5 yards.
Once again, also most importantly, Boo, that clock is still running.
Yeah, Mustangs, second down, get a first down here. You're in no hurry. Start to keep milking that clock. You want this game to get towards the end with you in the football. Second down and 4. Right back to Jacobs again. Slips the first tackle, turns the corner, inside the 30, knocked out of bounds. And a very nice run by Jacobs. That'll move the chains.
Jacobs on the keeper.
I don't care what anybody says. The first thing is to get that possession like he did. Get the ball and initially put it under his arms. Once again, pick up a first down for the Mustangs.
And look
run.
Who's leading the way. Brody Robichaux playing lights out here tonight.
Totally.
Timeout called by the Raiders. They know how important this drive is. 6:23 to go. We're all tied up at 30.
Timeout of the second half.
As always, Clarence, very good year of high school football, seen a lot of great ball games. But when you get to the quarterfinals and you got two teams like this, it doesn't get any better.
Doesn't get any better. You can see the actual play scheme coming together for both teams. Both coaches stated that they was going to run the football tonight, and they're actually doing that. Some initial pass plays came in, but overall, the difference is penalties, like you said, special teams, 2-point convergence now, and see exactly who can keep those possessions. Boo.
My first look at the Northwest Raiders, and everything is advertised. Strong team, big guys, fast guys. The one nemesis has been the lack of a passing game, but you don't need it when you can run like they run.
You can't. I mean, initially, when the pass they needed counted, it counted, and most importantly, the big plays happened for the Raiders as well.
Mustang took advantage of 2 turnovers here in the second half. That's the difference in the game. And now they're knocking on the door as we get to the midpoint of the fourth quarter. You know, they're working that two-headed monster. Turner gets his opportunity to take the snap and take off with it. Now Jacobs is having his opportunity with success.
You know, and one thing it is, you see the initial play, you can see 1 and 2, Gardner, Robichaux, and give credit to that line as well. Most important, that clock is still running, Boom. You see Jacobs looking at the second clock as well.
Pulls Robichaux to the left to lead the way, and there goes Jacob again, and they're just playing big boy football right here. The same thing Northwest did in the first half. They ran Reese right at the Mustangs. Mustangs had trouble bringing them down. Now they flip the script, and the Mustangs are using Jacobs.
And I tell you what, once they get past the line of scrimmage, we talked about this earlier. The safety is coming up having to make that tackle. When you see that safety coming up, you got a problem, buddy. Turner back in the game as well.
Yeah, running the play clock all the way inside 10 seconds. Mustangs are not in a hurry. Turner again looking for an inch. He knows he can take a mile. Big number 63 said that's enough. Curtis Harrison, the junior.
He's able to shoot in that from that tackle spot. Big stop right there for the
Curtis
Raiders.
Harrison on a stop. Bring up a 2nd and 9.
Aaron ought to go down on the sideline. Aaron, when you look at these long drives, that starts to tire down them big guys up front on this defensive line.
There's no doubt about that, Boot, and it's been a lot of that tonight. But, yeah, it's going up to the line of scrimmage like always. Who wins the line of scrimmage wins the football game.
2nd down and 9 here. Mustangs thought they got the Raider to jump. He did not cross the neutral zone. Here goes Turner again, sliding his way inside the 15, down to the 14, inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone.
Tell you what, Sam, number 20, shoestring tackle once again from that safety spot. Turner would have been walking into the end zone right there, Boo.
Yeah, you look at that offense. It's cut the middle man out. We're going to snap and direct to either Jacobs or Turner, and then we're going to force Northwest to try to stop them.
Tell you what, each game that we have been here, we've seen this Assumption offense do the same exact thing. Making sure they get the snap, make sure they're working the clock down as they need to.
Ball on the ground. Robichaux picks it up. Saves the day for the Mustangs. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down. That's decision time. I can kick a field goal from this distance.
Goes for about a 1-yard loss.
It'll be 4th down and 8 if they elect to go for it. Ball sitting at the 16-yard line. You add 7 yards to that. Puts it at about the 22-23. That'd be a 33-yarder.
The second half. 1 remaining.
No, he can do it, but you're going to see exactly how the coaches sort this out.
Medicine Center offers a comprehensive program.
3:31 here left in the 4th quarter. This is a very critical call right here.
Yeah, one thing about this year and the games we've called, we've seen very capable kickers come out and perform for their team. Let's see if Coach Broussard gives Ott an attempt to get out there and kick one.
Man, and tell you what, special teams, this is what it all eventually gets to when you get to these type of quarterfinal, semifinal games. And tell you what, score is tied up 30-30. See how they come out this time out. Yes.
Looks like they're going to leave their offense on the field here on 4th down and 8. Boy, that's going to be a flag. One offensive lineman pushed the other offensive lineman to get in position and knocked him off balance. He crosses the line, and that's going to back the Mustangs up 5. Just when you think you've seen it all.
See, the same thing happened to the Raiders as well in their possession.
Legal procedure against the Mustangs.
Now it's against the Mustangs now.
You wonder if the injured offensive linemen, you got new folks on the line, they're not used to working together.
That's correct.
May have caused some confusion.
So correct about that.
4th down and 12, have to get all the way to the 9-yard line. 3:31 on the clock. Here we go. 4-man rush. In the corner. Open receiver makes the catch. Did he get his feet in? He calls him out of bounds. Wow.
You thought Beamer he got the ball, but just did he get 1 foot in?
It looked like it when I first looked at it. We're going to have the privilege of looking at a replay. He took his time and then signaled him out of bounds.
Good corner route by Beamer. Come up with the reception.
Yeah, he had that back foot in.
Yeah, he had it in. That foot was in.
No replay in high school football. You hope after a 30-30 contest, both teams giving it their all, it doesn't come down to an official call. But it appears his back foot was in play. But for the folks with their popcorn on the recliner, it's play on.
It's everywhere.
It's play on. Here comes the Raiders. Let's see if they can take advantage of that. Same play they scored on previously as Malvo gets outside for 8.
Good tackle right there.
Craig Malvo around the right side.
Malvo has been the man here in the second half.
Second and
I'll tell
3.
you what, this thing don't get no better than this. Gonna see how these coaches sort all this out with time frame. You know, they're not throwing the ball too much. But you see how they call these plays, bro. They have 5 guys go to the sideline, but they have to take a timeout.
Timeouts.
Raiders use a timeout. These timeouts are going to be crucial. They're down to 1
of the second half.
We're going to see exactly how they sort this out. The Raiders had to take the timeout because of the substitution and things of that nature as well.
Let's see if we can go back to that replay of the score that was not called. See if we can get another good little slow motion on whether he got his foot in play or not.
Like you said, he looked like he had got his foot in, boo.
So you got to look at his back foot. That's the one that would have been in play. He's got the ball there, back foot in play. 50-50. Tough call if you're sitting there as an official just a few feet away from the play. I watch volleyball a lot, and you got the kids on the corner making the in and out call. You know, I'm in the stands thinking it's easy, but if I was standing there, it'd be a tough call. It keeps this game alive, I can tell you that.
Once again, late blowing of the whistles.
Reese up the middle.
Boy, this is going to be so critical with the time frame. You can't see this thing set up for overtime.
Yeah, it does, especially since the Raiders have more methodical style offense and only 1 timeout left.
Wow.
From the Mustangs on defense, no way am I trying to stop the clock for any reason.
Timeout for measurement.
Officials will go in for a measurement here. If he doesn't have it, it'll be short yard the game, but it'll eat some more time off the clock while they mark out the signals.
Because you know the Mustangs can also throw the football.
Yeah, if you're at home watching this one and not enjoying this football game, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Man, I'm enjoying every bit of it. You know, when you got 2 teams similar to each other, this is what you actually get.
Initially, he didn't have it. He asked for some more slack. Once they had the slack in the play, all of a sudden he's short an inch.
Raiders are short on the attempt for first down.
Set it up.
And we're staring at a finish like no other. Mustang defense just need to keep the Raiders in front of them. Don't let Malvo squirt around the outside. Make sure they wrap up Reese. If anybody else beats you, give it to them.
That's correct, sir. Initially, we've been seeing on these short plays like that, people jumping off sides as well. So
down marker on the sideline, incorrect. Now they'll move it. It's 4th down, about the length of the football. Check that. 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
Direct snap, that'll be a first down. Robichaux brings him down.
Reese carries off the left side.
Clock will stop momentarily
Go to
while they
Robichaux on
move
the
the chains.
stop. First down for the Raiders.
2:08.
35-yard line.
Counting, so forget about moving the chains. Just start the clock.
start the clock. And you know, one thing it is, looking for number 7. Malvo on that last touchdown that the Raiders was able to capitalize on, got to the outside.
Yeah, you see no sense of urgency from the Raiders, so they're not in a hurry. They bust a big play, good for them. If not, they're ready for overtime.
Big play right there.
Yeah, got him by the jersey. There's another senior defender. A little slow developing play.
Really, really slow. Able to block off his defender. Kennedy able to bring him in for the loss on the play. It's another big play right here, because you know if the Mustangs can get that ball back, you got an opportunity to do something with it.
Minute and 10. You know, a few passes that were successful. Got a penalty on one. Threw a few short, but nothing to speak of. Not sure if the Raiders have the offense to drive 60 yards in under a minute. Malvo takes off running. Boy, he gets in the open field.
Keeper. Brody Robichaud on the stop.
That's dangerous.
Timeout.
Andrew Thibodeau helps
Mustang.
on that tackle. Gets up slow, but he stays in the game.
Call the timeout.
Yeah, it looked like the Mustangs called a timeout on third down. That could be good. Sometimes that could be bad.
And final
Go
timeout.
Malvo looking downfield. Everyone's covered downfield. One thing they did, force him back to the pursuit to the inside. So they can sort it out.
So the Mustangs have one timeout left, third down. So you stop them short, make it a fourth down. You can stop it, force them to punt. Maybe you'll have some execution problems. You can get a free play. We've seen a lot here in the fourth quarter. But I think if the Raiders get close, they're going to go for it on fourth down.
No doubt. Use every bit of time they can on the clock while you still have the possession, Boo.
Yeah, the only thing that really stopped the Raiders here in the second half has been penalties and turnovers. Third down, 46 ticks on the clock here in the fourth quarter, and there it is. High snap. Malvo running to the outside. As a receiver makes a catch, a dangerous pass, but give credit to Brown for going up the ladder to bring it down.
Those type of players does it all the time. Malvo under pressure.
Pass complete.
Brown able to stay free. And even come up the reception.
Ball resting.
Turner can't believe it. 24 seconds. They're not in a hurry. Best thing can happen for the Mustangs is the clock will run out. Raiders looking for that one big play to give Fontenot a chance with a field goal. Back to pass, throwing to the outside and almost caught, but knocked away.
Quick break up by Willoughby, number 10.
Broken up by the Mustangs.
That was very close to a big play for the Raiders. Give credit to Willoughby.
I thought the free safety was able to get over top. Turner, that is.
49 yards.
Excuse me, Robichaud, who was coming near the ball. Good job by Willoughby.
Reginald Laverne had two hands on it. Willoughby able to jar it away. Now just 10 seconds on the clock. Second down and 10. Mustang safeties are way back. Malvo running to the outside. Got run and run. Turns it back inside. Finally brought down at the 35. That'll stop the clock momentarily. No timeouts remaining on the Raiders.
Malvo, the keeper. Timeout.
And I'm not sure they'll be able to get another play off, especially if the quarterback's on the sideline right now trying to get a play.
Bring the whole offense to the side. One play.
It looks like they gave somebody a timeout. Our stats say they have no timeouts. Oh, my head. That's what happens when you don't have a head statistician. Northwest still had a timeout remaining.
Yo, Malvo just give it for extra yards. One big play here, Boo. You know they're going to set it up. Go to the end zone. Got to make sure their safeties are back deep.
Barring a penalty, this should be the last play of regulation.
Wow. You just can sense these type of games, Boo, when they start initially.
Type of game has been all the fans, Northwest fans, Assumption fans, all on their feet. It's been a great game here at Mustang Stadium, one of the best ever. Should be the last play of regulation. First down at the 34-yard line. Back to pass. Malvo. He has a receiver on the corner and knocked away at the last minute. Looked like it had a chance. And it goes incomplete. There is a penalty on the field. Looks like a holding against the Raiders. It wouldn't have counted anyway.
Correct. Wouldn't have counted it either way it goes. But once again, it is against the Raiders. Decline. So.
And that'll do it here in regulation. Who would have thought? 30-30. The Raiders and the Mustangs. We'll go to overtime here at Mustang Stadium. We'll take a timeout. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by the A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, the Air Parts Store and the new Thibodeau Store, Lapco Manufacturing, Twisted Sisters and Gents, Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, Conrad Industries, Cassie Boudreaux Agency, Pop and Goes, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, Semino Home Movers, Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital, and Allen's Communications.
On a beautiful Thanksgiving evening weekend, we find ourselves in overtime. Quarterfinal against two of the top teams in the state, the Raiders of Northwest. The Mustangs of Assumption had a lot of highlights in this ball game, especially here in the second half.
I tell you what, this game has been outstanding. Big plays, big turnovers, capitalization off the turnovers for the Assumption Mustangs. But Northwest has been coming up with these big plays out of the
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline. You're waiting for one of these teams to run out of gas. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No, I mean, we've had a perfect night of football. The weather could not be better. It's excellent. Late fall football, high school, quarterfinals, two teams just playing their hearts out. Both teams refuse to lose, and perfectly, we get a little extra free football tonight.
The game comes down at the end when the Mustangs strike in the end zone. The official calls him out of bounds. It's a call after watching it in slow motion. Could have went either way.
It could have went either way. We seen it for ourselves. We thought it was a touchdown, but the ref said no catch.
And with that, the Raiders couldn't take it down the field. And we find ourselves in overtime. We're going to get a heavy dose of 34s on each team. And Jacobs.
We've seen initially the big push twice by the Assumption Mustangs was able to capitalize.
The officials will have a coin toss.
Both teams will have to come to midfield, flip the coin. The referee's discussing it with Coach Broussard, his second year, and doing a great job here for the Mustangs on what the rules will be in the second half. Very odd field. Maybe one of the only ones in the state where the entire fans are on one side of the field. Northwest team on the other side of the field, all by their lonesome. Lucky it's wintertime, because most of the time we'd have them right in the middle of the mosquitoes.
Without a doubt. A few mosquitoes initially at the beginning of the game, but typically as the coolers got, they went away. But tell you what, let's score right now in the final. Cecilia 38, Jennings 14.
So that means Cecilia will be at home next week, waiting for one of these two teams. No, Northwest came in as a 22nd seed. In their heart, they said, hey, no way are we the 22nd team. And Coach Broussard told you himself, when he looked at them on film, he agrees they're not a 22nd seed.
He said every bit of it. He said it's just similar to our team, showing the same exact thing. But I tell you what, They showing exactly who they are, and the MO for us, what Coach Edwards said about Assumption, he said the same thing about them. We got to stop these guys as well.
I like the lineup right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You think that's scripted or just coincidence?
That's some guy, top-notch seniors.
They're doing our pregame work going into this contest.
I think it's looked like an omen for them.
Absolutely. Mustangs were on a 7-game win streak. But right across the field, the Raiders on a 5-game win streak of their own. Both teams trying to get to that rarefied air, the semifinals.
I tell you what, I mean, this is, you know, if you're going to go out in the game like this, this is the way you want to do it. But you don't want to go out as, you know, a big blowout game. I tell you what, this thing is real good, man.
And I think both teams' kickers, Ott for Mustangs, Fontenot for the Raiders, very similar in skill set. Could it come down to a kick?
Wow. Everything is critical here. Initially, they set up going to the east end of the field.
From the 10-yard
On the east end of the field, Northwest going first.
They're going to play on the side with the scoreboard.
You know, Boo, when they get to this is what sometimes the way you start football practice, you know, goal line.
Right.
See exactly what plays that you got that you could pull in the hat and see if you could stop your guys initially. So, see who's been doing a lot of extra film study on these little small plays. We did see Northwest in the last touchdown, that 2-point conversion, the tight end Brown was able to sneak out.
You know, Mustangs will have the advantage here. They'll know what they have to do. They can get a stop here. They just need anything. If Northwest scores, then you got 4 downs to make it happen. Here we go. First play of overtime in a 30-30 ball game. They'll snap it to Reese, and that's about as good as it gets for the Mustang defense.
Reese off the left side.
Corey Square on the tackle.
Official timeout. Play clock is malfunctioning.
Make sure they're getting the pay clock right.
Yeah, they say they're going to go to the back judge when he throws his hand up. You got 10 seconds left. I don't think that's going to come into play here. Play clock worked for 4 quarters. All of a sudden we malfunction in the overtime. Second down, Raiders. Again, snap to Reese. Reese hesitates. Stays on his feet. And gets down to the 3-yard line.
The extra effort right there by Reese.
Reese on the right side. 3-yard line, 3rd down.
Raiders trying to come to Assumption on the road and steal one from the Mustangs. 3rd down and 3. A little different formation. They put the big fella, Percy Chavis, in the backfield. He'll lead the way for Reese. Snap right up the middle. Here he goes. Push. And it looks like they're going to mark him short of the goal line.
Short. He's already put his foot down. The referee on the far side.
Yeah, we're so high. It's a big stadium. We're so high up here. It's hard to tell. But big decision here for Coach Edwards. No hesitation. He'll go for it here on 4th down.
See the last play right there. Wasn't able to get it over the goal line. It's big.
Sometimes your season comes down to one big play. A stop here, the Mustangs will have a chance to win it. High snap, brought down. Too much, Reese. He powers in for the score.
He thought he had him right there at the last moment. Thought he had stood him up. Reese able to get it across.
On the right side.
Watch it here, Boo. Thought they had the penetration right there, and he just showed that power right there at the last moment.
No extra point here. They're going for 2. Raiders trying to put the pressure on the Mustangs. They'll keep their offense on the field and go for 2. And before we do that, they'll call a timeout and talk about it. You know, both teams are going to be tough to stop from the 10-yard line. The difference in the game might be who's going to make the 2-point conversion.
That's the critical thing in this game right here. Got to make sure everybody's lining up properly, watching their keys, and see exactly how they're going to sort this thing out, Boo.
One time they used Reese as a decoy. Let him roll one side. You think you're bracing for a hit, and he picks up and throws the ball to the tight end. That was very successful. But most of the time, here comes Reese. You just can't stop it.
You can't stop it. And, you know, 3 plays and then the actual forward play to get it across. The crucial thing here is now is setting this thing up for this 2-point conversion.
Winner of this game will get a trip to Cecilia. Raiders hoping that's them. Mustangs can have something to say about it. They'll need a stop here on the 2-point conversion. Reese has been the workhorse. He'll take the direct snap. Takes the joint into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. And now all the pressure rotates to the Mustangs.
Wow. Every bit of it. Reese is able to take the direct snap. Pretty much just walk in for the 2-point conversion. Big play right there for the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders 38, the Mustangs 30.
Yeah, Mustangs need to regroup. The world's not over. They're kind of walking off. You look at the body language.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the first score of overtime. You come get your own score, convert that 2-point conversion, and then you're right back in it.
Right back in it. And once again, you know the Assumption Mustangs can actually do whatever they want to do. To tush push or throw it or run it. Critical thing is the 2-point conversion. But right now, they got to get his opportunity to score right here.
Ball placed at the 10-yard line now. Mustang faithful getting a little nervous. Had an opportunity. You got on defense first. You make a stop, and then all the momentum's on your side. You give up the touchdown, not that bad, and then all of a sudden you give up the 2-point conversion, and now you have all the pressure. In the shotgun formation is Turner, first down and 10. Slips a tackle inside the 5 in one play. The Mustangs answer, and now it'll come down to a 2-point conversion.
My. Tell you what, nothing fancy about it. Right, the ball in the right hand, number 4, senior leader, Turner, able to walk in for the touchdown. Once again, like you stated, Boo, the 2-point conversion is everything and more for the Mustangs. They already had to set up, Boo.
Yeah, with the game on the line, you got to figure. Turner got you in. Turner will have to get you the 2-point conversion.
That's it.
It's the ball game, folks. Turner takes a direct snap, trying to get outside. Turns on the speed. A lot of white jerseys there. Somehow Turner gets through for the 2-point conversion. Nothing was there, but Turner make it happen.
Ooh-wee. You thought he was going to get brought down, but the defender's not able to come up.
3 white jerseys there ready to take him down.
They went too low. Went for number 4 ankles, and he was still standing, able to get in for the 2-point conversion.
So we'll go to the second round of overtime. Aaron Alder goes down on the sideline. Aaron, let's go over some rules clarity here in overtime and how many timeouts you get.
Okay, guys, I asked the referee, the back judge, and he tells me each team gets 1 timeout per series. So as they go into the next one, they each have 1 timeout again. Every time we have a round like we just had. So Boy, what a football game, you guys. What a football game. And then the Mustangs turn it over to their senior quarterback, and you saw his experience. As you mentioned on the two-point conversion, nothing there, but he found a crease enough to get into the end zone, tie this ball game up. So senior leadership is showing through tonight.
Clarence, you wonder if the game's going to come down to who shoots themselves in the foot.
Took the words right out of my mouth, but we're seeing exactly who's going to do that critical thing. The Mustangs get the ball first on this one right here.
Mustangs have a chance to put the pressure on the Raiders. Turner has done it all here in overtime. And he's just tough to bring down. He'll take the first play for 5. And now, slow to get up.
Picks up 5 yards. Be 2nd and 5.
Now, Turner's not the biggest guy on the field, but he's one of the toughest guys on the field.
Everything but hard for number 4 right there. See if that offensive line can get this big push.
Here we go. They're going to push Turner in for the end zone. Jacob stands behind him. Everybody's there. There he goes. Twists out, turns, and in the end zone for the touchdown. And that has been one of the more successful plays for the Mustangs tonight.
And once again, each time you see, he get the push up the middle, and Turner will eventually pop out to the outside.
Yeah, look at Jacobs. Jacobs just twisted him out the foul.
Just pull him out. Robichaux, all of them as well. Touchdown for the Mustangs.
44.
You know, if I'm a Raider fan, I'm looking at a couple things. One is, hey, where's the forward progress? 2 is, can a running back actually pull somebody out the pop? If I'm a Mustang fan, I'm saying, hey, I like what I see. They'll go for 2. Here goes Turner again. And this time the 2-point conversion is no good.
Reese on the quarterback keepers short.
And we talked about out of gas, and Turner is almost out of gas.
Yeah, he's giving everything he got right there.
Raiders 38.
The defender's able to get off their blocks for the Raiders, that is. Get up the big stop.
Yeah, you're telling them, I'm going to run it, try to stop me. They haven't been able to stop him yet, but the law of averages is eventually I'm going to get you once.
Yes.
And that might have been the one.
See if the Raiders could come back here to counteract.
So the Raiders will have, they know what they need. They need a score. That's 4 downs to get it. But now with the 2-point conversion, no good unless you're forced to go for 2. I'm not quite sure right now. They have the option to kick the field goal. Here we go, first down and 10, second possession here in the second overtime. And just like Turner's going to get every carry, Reese will get every carry here.
Every bit of it. One thing you've been seeing is that high snap.
Reese for the right side.
Reese have to jump up for the ball.
Picks up a couple of yards.
See if this snap can get back there.
Be 2nd down.
Short gain. 2nd down. 3 big fellas in front of Reese. He'll follow him into the hole. Yeah, right on in. The touchdown is good, and now the Raiders have a chance to win it.
Big play right here.
They're running the kicker on the field. That's Fontenot. He came up big last week. He looks to come up big here tonight.
Putting a lot of pressure on your little kicker here.
Mustang.
And the Mustangs will take a timeout and try to freeze him.
Wow. All on the kicker right here, boom.
For the first time tonight, I feel speechless.
I mean, you got your kicker going out.
Yeah, you give Reese a 5-yard head start. Even if you get in front of him, he's going to ball you over. The ball game will be on the foot of Mr. Fontenot. 22nd seeded Raiders from Northwest trying to upset the number 3 Assumption Mustangs. Botnose ready. Here comes the snap. Early movement on the opponent as the kick goes through the upright, but this will back them up 5 yards, and that is a key mistake for Northwest.
Once again, you talked about one of those particular plays, Boo. Could this be that play?
Referees are talking about it. I wonder if the Mustangs drew them off sides. When the game is on the line, take your time, make the right call.
What the referees have done an outstanding job tonight. See how they sort all this out.
I think they blew it dead.
Referee Ducote from the Monroe area. They're going to call this against the Mustangs, and they're going to take the kicker off the field.
.34 back in the game, Reese.
So I think they're looking at their percentages, and they think their percentage of getting Reese to run it in is better than all the moving parts of an extra point. So they'll try to win it with the big fella. He got him there, and he'll try to get him to the semifinals, and he does. Reese takes it in off tackle, squeaks it in for the 2-point conversion, and the Raiders rush the field on what has turned into an epic contest between 2 of the top teams in the state.
Total pandemonium for the Raiders. Got over that home. Coach Edwards was talking about this home game. Been the quarterfinals 4 times in a row. We're able to get across right here with number 34 getting across right at the goal line for the 2-point conversion.
He knew where the line was. Watch his knee. Never touches the ground. The ball gets over the line. And a very disappointed Mustang ball club tonight. They lost a heartbreaker. I think as time heals on, they'll realize they were going toe-to-toe. And it just came down to 1 or 2 plays.
In the press box.
Tell you what, that 22 seed, like they said, kind of controversial about a 22 seed. Gets a number 3 seed, and I tell you what, we got every bit of everything from the Assumption Mustangs and the Raiders.
They'll show respect at midfield. We'll take a timeout and be back with the ATVSide.net post-game show right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, brought to you by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Pierre Parts Store, proudly serving the Assumption Parish community since 1911, and excited to announce our new location, the Thibodaux Store in Thibodaux. Come see us for your holiday shopping needs. Lapco Manufacturing. Feel safe, work smart, look good with Lapco FR. www.lapco.com. Twisted Sisters and Gents, 1051 Marguerite Street in Morgan City. Boutique style without boutique prices. Have the confidence to be your true self. Twisted Sisters and Gents. Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, providing hardware, lumber, building materials, and much more to all of Assumption Parish and surrounding areas. Go Mustangs! Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all of our local teams good luck. Cassie Boudreau Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs! Hop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Open late night, delivery through DoorDash. Semino Home Movers. Need your home relocated, elevated, or leveled, or a sewer system installed? Contact us for a quote. 985-252-9769. Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital is proud to sponsor the Mustangs. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
back to the ATVCI.net postgame show. Booger's Avenue alongside Clarence Robinson. Clarence, a game that's going to go down in the folklores as one of the top games in high school history.
Tell you what, I enjoyed every moment. You sense this from the beginning, 4 quarters, and in the overtime, Boo. You can't say any more about this game.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline there. Back and forth they went. The last blow goes for Northwest, and they walk away with a 46-44 victory.
Yeah, Boo, you know, we've seen a lot of high school football games over the years, and I can't really remember one any better than this one. These two teams played their hearts out to the end. And one other thing I want to mention, after, you know, to do the traditional handshake in midfield, but after that was over, all the coaches came over and gave Reese Turner. The coaches from Northwest came over and hugged Robichaud and Reese Turner and congratulated them on a hard-fought game. And a lot of the players as well, the Raider players, came over and gave them each a hug, because Turner and Robichaud were over on this side and congratulated them on a hard-fought ball game. So not only did both teams play hard, both teams played with a lot of respect for each other.
Clash, Coach Broussard told you prior to the game that they're 22nd seed by number, but on film they're a lot better than that.
And it showed every bit of it. Most importantly, those guys that made their things happen, and I tell you what, outstanding job by the Raiders.
Turner's MVP along with Jacobs, but our player of the game for the night is Brody Robichaud. Forced 2 turnovers in the second half. That got the Mustangs back in the game. He took 1 for a score.
One thing it is, and also got a big reception when needed be. But I tell you what, outstanding job by that senior Mustang.
And I know the Northwest broadcast giving their MVP to Reese.
Oh, no doubt about it. 3-4 is the real deal, buddy.
Glad you joined us, folks. A remarkable season. The Mustangs go down 46-44 here from Mustang Stadium. And until next year, folks, this is KWBJ High School Football, the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week. Thanks for the
Friday Night Under the Lights has been brought to you by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Pierre Parts Store, proudly serving the Assumption Parish community since 1911, and excited to announce our new location, the Thibodaux Store in Thibodaux. Come see us for your holiday shopping needs. Lapco Manufacturing. Feel safe, work smart, look good with Lapco FR. www.lapco.com. Twisted Sisters and Gents, 1051 Marguerite Street in Morgan City. Boutique style without boutique prices. Have the confidence to be your true self. Twisted Sisters and Gents. Ace Hardware in Napoleonville, providing hardware, lumber, building materials, and much more to all of Assumption Parish and surrounding areas. Go Mustangs. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all of our local teams good luck. Cassie Boudreau Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs. Hop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Open late night, delivery through DoorDash. Semino Home Movers. Need your home relocated, elevated, or leveled, or a sewer system installed? Contact us for a quote. 985-252-9769. Our Lady of the Lake Assumption Community Hospital is proud to sponsor the Mustangs. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.